Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. I'm Lee Demon-Smith, and joining me is Martin Avenger. Good. And again, we have 6 more matches of action for EMEA and for North America. But today, we see who will be going through.
And I've been looking through Twitter, and there's some teams that are kind of nervous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why would they not be?
Yeah,
why would they not be? Because the 8th spot in Europe is starting to get pretty contested. I would say the sort of top 5 are breaking away, and now it's sort of down at that sort of 6th, 7th, 8th spot, and then down to 9th, 10th, 11th. Anyone could have a big day. Anyone could have a big day and make it like... I have written off teams before.
Yeah, we can't do that again.
Knights, thankfully, are not taking part, but I've written teams off before, and we've had some crazy surges in the final day.
Yeah, I don't think you and I can ever write something off somebody up again, because the 12th team will have a crazy day, and they're going to qualify somehow. But we're going to have some really amazing matches today. We saw what they were capable of doing yesterday, and today is the day where you qualify.
So, as you can see, we've had 12 matches already. This is the final 6, starting from 5 till 9, and then we're going to have North America from 11 through till about 3 a.m. as well. We're kicking things off, 2 Miramar matches, onto Sanok, and then a triple Erangel. There will be a small 15-minute break between matches 3 and 4 as well. We're going to be quick-fire games in the first 3 and quick-fire games in the last 3. Just a small break for the players to get themselves adjusted, any sort of last-minute changes they need to make to really prep, and it could be important for those last 3 games. These are the points, of course. It's a super point system. You guys are all aware of it by now. It's been in action for the last year, 1 point per kill, and then 10, 6, 5, 4, 10, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get me numbers right.
Yeah, numbers.
Numbers are difficult. Maths difficult
Maths
on the desk.
All right.
These are the teams. You may recognize a lot of the names. You may not. Teams like Zuktanam in there are known as Omakan. They'll be playing as now, so they've kind of got the badge but not the name. It's still there. Also, a lot of the rosters, if you have not watched for the last 2 days, have switched up. Team Liquid, for example, has Mexi in it, which obviously was formerly in FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan has Gustav in it, formerly of Team Solo Mid. Team Solo Mid has no longer has Iroh. Iroh's in World Cup South George. There's been a whole roster shuffle. If you missed it, well, check yourself out. There is a couple of Twitters and web pages out there. Check obviously Liquipedia, etc. I think there's a PUBG roster Twitter that you can follow that has a lot of that information as well. Obviously the PL Hub.
Liquipedia is
a
pretty
great
much
place
the
to
best.
follow. Liquipedia is generally the best one to check out, though. Yeah, I mean,
most
it gets well updated.
And obviously also the GLL homepage. You can check out the whole leaderboard. I think there's a link in the chat as well if you want to check the leaderboards live.
You got it shows the players, the kills, the thing.
Yep.
Everything you want is all
like.
in there. So we're moving on to Miramar. First things out. Are we expecting? We got 2 rounds of Miramar. That's all they have left.
Yeah.
Anyone's going to pick up some mega points here? Any surges from the bottom, from the teams that are sort of struggling down there?
I don't see big setups on Miramar, to be honest, because that's more of a the slow pace kind of style, the big macro, more tactical, and it's not usually where you really start having a snowball kind of effect, unless you are extremely lucky with the circles, or you find yourself in just in a fantastic position.
We saw after all picking up 17 kill win on Miramar yesterday. A team that I didn't know a great deal about before yesterday. I mean, obviously before we came into this, but they had a mega performance themselves, and that's really upset things. That's where you can see them now in 6th place. After all, in there, it's sort of thrown a monkey wrench in there because it was a 27-point game. You can see that's pulled them up, dragged them up from 9th place into 6th place, and there is, as I say, a gap forming. You can see the top 90-plus point people, they're all continuing to surge ahead. It's everybody that's got to climb after them. Look how quickly it drops down from 87 points to 74, to 65, to 59, to 49, and then there's a big pack chasing in the 40s that all are looking to have a big day. And you have some mighty names on there. You've got Na'Vi, you've got TSM propping up the bottom of the table. These guys are all looking to have mega performances, Martin.
Yeah, and I saw Adusi, he wrote that he was extremely nervous today. They are obviously unique on 11th right now, 47 points. It's very doable. It's 18 points up to Exalt. So it's just in terms of having a very good game. We saw Shoot to Kill yesterday and NA having an 81-point day. So it's definitely possible, but it's looking very stacked here, and it's it's very contested all over the place. And honestly, the most surprising performance for me has been Tornado Energy, how well they're able to perform so far, and back-to-back as well.
They had a great performance yesterday, and more importantly, they are a static roster. And it's what we've talked about, right? A lot of the rosters have changed. Some of them have kind of not worked out. Some of them have. But teams that have sort of stuck together, we found, have just been more consistent. Simple as that. It's a pretty harsh playing path for most of the northern-based teams, so we're going to see some adjustments, possibly a couple going down south, like Navi. I can see already bailing out, going down towards the bottom area of the map. Now, we had a Los Leones finish yesterday.
You were ecstatic.
It was great. It was great. I mean, we had 10 teams with, I think it was 31 alive in Phase 8, the final circle. It was just like, what is happening? This is just bonkers. And they were either side of a street as well. It wasn't like multiple buildings. It was just like one big street down the middle. Smokes everywhere, everybody piling in, bonkers. K-Mine so nearly pulled out a mega clutch.
It was lovely to see. I love Los Leones. I think it's one of my favorite, if not the favorite endings. Especially, we've had a few together. It's been some crazy games once we've casted those. FaZe on the western side, very contested on the western side because of the plane right now. And you can see here, watch the best teams compete at GLL PUBG Season 4 Finals, February 28th, 29th, and March 1st. Yeah.
Set that on your calendar if you're just unsure what this is all about. Obviously, you get to see the big teams performing now, but they're all qualifying for that big final event on the 28th of February. That weekend is a hot one, that's for sure. And we're hoping it is in Stockholm at least. Not too hot, though. Not too hot.
Not Season 2 hot, where it was like a record
mega
summer.
Hot, wasn't it?
It was a record summer. And I believe all fans and air conditioning units in Sweden
were sold out, right?
Yeah, it was sold out. Yeah. It was insane.
Insane.
So
nights.
people were selling people were selling fans for 10 times what they were usually worth.
It's crazy how I've had that with esports. I went to Sydney to do FIFA, and we had the hottest they've ever had it. Luckily, I was in the ABC studio, so it was well air conditioned. But outside, it was like 54 degrees or something, like melting stuff. You're cooking steaks on the pavement and stuff. It's just it was insane. And when I did another FIFA event in Berlin, we were in this great facility. It was the Adidas Berlin base, and it was like this big sort of community football center, like indoor football and everything. And it was like 40-odd degrees in Berlin. It was just like, what? And there was obviously, it's an indoor community center. There's no air conditioning.
You can't do that,
Me and Joe are sat there sweating our nuts off trying to cast this FIFA games. But esports has been some hot places over the years. I've done some cooking things in Lisbon when I've been in a nightclub in Lisbon with Oliver, who's actually works, it probably will be working the GLL event actually in 2 months' time. And I remember that was a 40+ degrees in Lisbon, and he had to run this cable, and it was, you know what nightclub's like? Okay, so there's like this trestle that goes across, it's like sometimes across the roof, and he's crawling across this, but he's having to use like padding on his sleeves because the metal is so hot that he's having to crawl across. He's like going across a cooking grill basically. Trying to run this cable across. It was crazy.
You know what I'm hoping to see? I'm hoping to see once Vikendi gets re-released.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's it's going to be the best iteration of the map ever. We'll have that in esports. We'll have that in esports mode. We'll have that in the tournaments. We're going to see GLL host some sort of it'll be next year sometime when it's cold again.
Snow games, X-Game style.
Yeah, and we're going to be sitting in very cold, big jackets and with hats on,
ski goggles on, and stuff.
With a ski resort in the back or something. That'd be so crazy.
It will suit Toby down to the ground. He loves his snowboarding, doesn't he? So he'll be set up. But as you can see, it's a pretty standard center circle. There's not a great deal to talk about this other than Picado is dead center, which is why we're reminiscing on various events. Plenty to play for. That's where the observers think it's going to finish.
No.
Is that what you're thinking? No. I don't know. I mean, we have had it. Remember, this was the epic Gustav game? Iro and Gustav. Massive game they had with TSM.
Just outside here, right? Actually.
The triangle, yeah.
Just south of K-Mind. And they're showing us a very greedy
It's the liquid split,
Yeah. Mexi, K-Mind, Jeems, EB. They have a big 1-1-1-1. Obviously, to make sure that they can contain as much as possible. See what the Zlatics are going to be doing here. They are in a 2-2 split. And obviously, this can kind of go anywhere, but I'm seeing this kind of go south.
You think it's going to pull down south to sort of those warehouses and stuff down that way?
Yeah, but also...
Or maybe like the church. Yeah, I was about to say the church or something. This is over at the graveyard after all, over this way. I mean, it's Circle 1. It could pull anywhere. We could go over to the classic Monte Nuevo sort of north
finish
circle.
Finish them off as well. Team's just going to be done for here.
It's the dangerous 1-1-1s.
Yeah. James was he was outside, trying to be showing a little bit of presence, but he got caught out.
He did.
Kofis is going to find metrics from Pog, and that is a rotation west of Los Leones right now.
I think that's a drive-by as well. I think
they were close. Kofis was either waiting,
yeah.
They were driving by him. I think he was
rotations, yeah.
I think he was waiting for them in somewhat. But Pog is moving in. They're getting close to where actually the compound that James just died in. So there's going to be some loot on the ground. They're going to be like, what?
Wait, there's a body here?
Why is there a body? Why is there a dead body? There's nades loot. Nice.
Yeah, nades.
And a SKS as well.
Yeah. They'll be happy. You know what? There'll be poggers in chat.
There will be poggers in chat.
Yeah.
In 9 minutes, though. Maybe I should join in.
Yeah, we do have a 10-minute delay here, guys, so nothing's getting spoiled. Omicron coming in on the side. Exalt. Seen after ult, and oh my god, that's not the place to roll it. Yeah, that's going to cost you. Yeah. Oh, wrecked Zirong. Straight over. That was, you heard the crunch as he went down, and Wade's going to get revived.
Shiv ran out of bullets and couldn't finish it off.
Can we show that at 5 p.m.? I'm not sure.
Well, it's after 10 p.m. somewhere in the world, you know. It's very nice pull-up, very nice push from that, being able to secure the rest with that and also get the point from Exalt, obviously. The Exalt guys are moving a little bit. I see a Monkey is in a car. And these guys are moving further south, closer to Labadita and closer to Blaze, who's also actually holding a very greedy split across here. Welcome to Sargers, holding the whole mountain, kind of the chain above, of mountains above Picado down very well as well, plus the compound below, I believe.
Banking on the power grid shift, see if it goes that way. Pulls anywhere north, they're going to have the first run of trying to get into sort of San Martin area. That sort of space, of course, you can see in the north is the Sauna Boys and Unique just edging around the north side of San Martin, figuring out where the best spot is. Tornado Energy covering the majority of Power Grid Hill Line. Navi way down south, Chumacera. And Pog, I believe, are in the church, aren't they, at the moment? And
I think they're further east, actually.
Oh, they pulled up on the same compound as Gemty, didn't they?
No, James,
James, rather, yeah.
Yeah, these guys in the church. They have a graveyard after alt. That's a little hole there. Perfect breach. Yeet. And a picture.
Hulk Jesus. He's still alive.
GSM, they are west of Minas Generales with a split as well. Slowly coming in. Unique is coming on the northern side, as you said. Now Omar Ken here taking some shots at Navi, maybe punishing some of their vehicles. Behind them, though, is FaZe. Let's see if they're going to be fighting here. I see, though, looks like FaZe is taking some shots versus Tornado.
Yeah, they've not really moved much, have they, FaZe? I mean, Monty Nueva did take them a while to get to, but they were a little slow. And they haven't really gone very aggressive on any of the compounds. They're just going to play on the edge side.
They're playing on the western shift here.
Yeah.
If they get that western shift, the compounds they are in is absolutely golden.
I mean, yeah, it's not like we haven't seen it go that way many times.
No. And then Liquid usually sits on it. The 2-2 split K-Mine. Oh my god, this car is actually broke.
Yeah.
It's missing two
two left tires. It's all good. It's all good. If they're both gone, it can drive safe. Ooh.
Perfect.
Easy.
Calculated. And now the other, and now it's parked like this. The other wheels are also going to be taken out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Left.
Oh, north.
Oh, welcome to South Georgia, looking golden. So are obviously the Sauna Boys. They're going to go straight into Power Grid.
Yeah.
And the question is, how are Unique going to progress from here? Will they continue on to Power Grid? It looks like they will. Everybody's signing in for Power Grid.
Everybody's like, okay, this is Power Grid ending. We'll see what's going to happen, though. But welcome to Sargers. They will pull up on the ridges before, like, closer to Power Grid or all the way in. So
I think they should. I think they're going to get straight in. Are they going to? Do you think they're going to go ditch and scout?
I think they'll stop in the ditch just before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samty scouting. Mexi going to catch him out. Should catch him out. Pog goes down. That's Shushin. Finished the job. K-Mine getting pressured. Mexi has been picked up though. K-Mine's going to come around and try and finish the job. This is all in Picado. Team Liquid on their back door, losing 2 already. Mexi and Jeems both down. Ibby's off to the north side of Picado as well, so he's not really helping K-Mind at the moment.
I'm kind of surprised. I think also Mexi was surprised these guys decided to pull up in Picado, because this is
not prime territory right now.
This is not prime territory. I don't really feel like it's the play, and I feel like it's just kind of a Hail Mary to make sure that they have some safe plays to play. FaZe coming in the dip that they actually usually play. Have played multiple times. Rookie and the Soundwise, we've seen them multiple. You remember them, like the red FaZe logo and the color here. They usually play this area.
Welcome to South Georgia, and although knowing them from NAIP days, that where the compound that Sauna Boy is in is the one that they absolutely love to play from. Yeah. And you just saw Vard trying to peek in there along with Miraku. They really wanted to get in that building, but Sauna Boys have beaten them to it. They've also taken over the warehouse now, so South Georgia are going to be committed to that dip, which is tricky to play from because it can easily get pushed up on, or you just have teams committed to it. Tornado Engine nearby. Further to the north, TSM have gone into San Martin, so they're just sort of edging the way around the north side of that. Speaking of the Sauna Boys, Jupsix is well out of position from the other three members. He's way over on the road, banking on the northwestern shift of this circle. But I mean, it has kind of gone that way before. It's where we're expecting to pull west, right? Yeah,
we're expecting it to pull in fourth circle, obviously, pull away from certain areas. And most likely will pull to the northwestern side after that. But the next circle can go anywhere, but still it has to go very, very far south or southeast.
Fuzzy's checking. No, he's on the top mountain, just checking the entire back area. He was just checking. Is like anyone behind us? No, our back are safe. Okay, everything is in front of us. See what we got to play with.
Yeah, top tier informational player here.
Yeah, just get every little scout. Now the question is, did he see Jupsik? I'm not sure if he did. I think he's the little sneaky scout in there. Exalt went for a big old avant-garde style rotation, went way around into the top side of Hacienda now. Yeah, here's Fuzz just scouting everything out.
Most likely going to be running through Hacienda and then try to kind of jump onto the...
There's not even a vehicle there, so they will have any information that he's there. I mean, yours are suspicious of Little Shacks. Came on finishing the job with a nade there. So I think there's just one Pogger left. One Pogger. One little Pogger. Ooh, that bounced off the rim of the window that he's looking out of.
All right, so southwest circle here, kind of in an area we usually expect, and the next one is definitely going to go far northwest. So it's going to be a power grid ending. Very likely to see that. And FaZe is sitting on the western side. AT's going to move as well. They're going to be meeting up on the western side and probably try to gatekeep some of the guys that are going to be trying to swinging around and sweeping around on the southwestern side. Good play from now. We could be coming all the way around on that side. They do have the kind of scopes and stuff to see that. So if they continue on the western side for that, they could definitely get a lot of space in here. A lot of teams already in a center position. DA is sitting in a 3-1 split. Now Pokemon is taking some shots at Exalt here. Oh, tried to pre-nade that as well.
It's getting very busy on that north side. Yeah. So you got TSM, obviously Exalt there. You've got the Unique guys and Inside Games also coming in behind him. Looks like after all, they're going to swing around the north as well. So it's going to get very, very crowded in that northern sort of slopey area. And down south plays Besiktas. Have to work their way in. Team Liquid is still in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Oh, and that is going to be the big bear striking Jempty, catching Monkey down.
Yeah, and also Breakscore's gone down to Deme. Fex is going to finish off Monkey, and now Budio's taking some shots as well. Oh, he's going to be taken down by Fex. Nice shots from Fex here. Unfortunate for TSM losing Breakscore, though.
Unique trying to confirm it. They got it. A doozy, yeah. Could see him coming. They yoink it away.
It's mine now, right there.
And Fex, well, they need the points. Unique need the points. Everybody's desperate for those points. Those confirmation kills. Could cost in the end. Keep your eye on that one. That 1 point could be a big deal. After all, they've moved on to the hillside now. Inside Games have been very slow moving up San Martin. They're kind of being kept out at the moment. Unique have this really wide angle, and that's going to be Ibby done and dusted. Homer can't find him in the ditch edge there. So that leaves just K-Mind on his own now.
Now Blazia Laza is in this compound here on the eastern side with... Oh, Besiktas going to take down Jevlis, finish him off as well. And now Lipsin is also here. Unu's going to be found as well by Lipsin. He's going to be able to finish him off as well. Looks like, yeah, very well played by Lipson. Now Metabay is the last player in this compound, and Blaze is coming with the lineup, coming in with the backup too.
Sees the angle, realizes where he is, slips in. Great information working for these guys. This is way out on the eastern edge of the circle as well. It's not really a play for position. It's more just a try and pick up those kills and see where you can go from here. They have a lot of work to do. Inside Games are sending it. They're going on the northern side, trying to launch in. I don't know whether they're going to continue in towards Sauna Boys or whether they're just going to stop short. It will give a lot of information for the teams that are out that way as Metabay comes out and gets 3 down. Oh my word.
That's so well played. They did not expect one player to be here. Holy. That's so unfortunate for Blaze. They actually played it really well before that, but Metabay managed to step up, and Okofis is coming in now. And Apocalypse, he has just to run away from this and try to get into a different position. Our next circle did go north, and it's centering up very nicely on Power Grid, as we was talking about. And now Omarken is looking good. Welcome to South George. Inside Games, FaZe has an immense amount of control here. Danimon taking some shots after all. He's going to take down play with me. And Stanion's going to be able to get away from that. Looks like Pokemon and Adusi, they will be on the northeastern side, and they're going to have to push in as well. And Inside Games have creeped in between them. First Phase is going to find Jubicic, we were talking about earlier. So now First Phase and the guys from FaZe have immense control.
DA and Navi also going to clash down on the south side. They're sort of bumping into one another with a bit of tornado energy, taking the shots in the back here. This is Lol, aka Mert, just around the side as he works his way up with Metralius and Smash, all trying to keep Navi at bay. Navi desperate for the points. Bestalosh finds one. Senya's nade and Kemba's nade coming over. Metralius has got a nice off angle there, catches Kemba down. Top fragger from Phase 2. But Mert will quickly get the response and knock him down.
Lul here, aka Mert. A really rough position. Nades are coming in. Tab is just going to try to find him. Ooh, nearly connecting a few shots as well. Taking Honest, no. Gonna be nading, yeah. Shots coming out. Flashbang, nice. That's gonna push him back. Now pushing out as well. Oh, Tab's gonna take him down. And Metrilius is gonna trade that. That's so well played. Dillislate's gonna be found on the other side though. That is Tornado Energy helping the Navi guys indirectly. Tornado Energy actually has a really good amount of control on the southeastern side.
Welcome to South George, stretch south with 2 members to try and keep an eye on this. K-Mind is still trying to work his way up there, but he's gone. Kofost has gone as well. He was picked off by Apocalypse a minute ago. Now he's bled out in the blue. And Metabay is the last man that's down there. Up in the north, TSM, Inside Games, After all clashing along with Unique. So it's a 4-way battle on the northern grid lines. Now, Danimon and both Wade for After All got 7 kills in that big 17-kill game yesterday. They're looking for more here.
Nice nade coming in. Stan's going to have to run away. Pokemon, they're very much in the open here. They do have some riches to work with, but I'm feeling After All is really having the upper hand here.
Look at the TSM flank. Michael and I can't see who it is. It's Michael and I think is it Gemty that's up there? Yeah, the bear. Making the way around. So they're flanking around to try and get a look on the backside of Pokemon in stand-in as they try and get the shots up the hill. Danimon and Co continue to flank. After all, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to mess with them at the moment. They are hot. And Unique are feeling it. Stand-in goes down. Vard's been picked off. That is up in the ditches. He's going to get revived, so there's no worry about that one as everybody else continues to walk through. Oh, Wade, where did that come from? Pokemon catches him.
Nades coming out. Stand-in is most likely going to be flushed off with those. Nades coming in there, raining in. Pokemon is not going to be able to pick it up. Pixel and Inside Games is also going to be playing a role in this. Pixel's not going to be jumping into the fight just yet, but they are in between. It's a big sandwich here in between Unique, After All, and Inside Games. Also, TSM is on the further north, and they're most likely going to have to play a role with the Inside Games fight, potentially also finding Naleb.
Will it pull over to... No, it's centers dead on Power Grid. It's centers dead on Power Grid. It's been a while since we had a full Power Grid ending. RIP the Pittsburgh Knights. They'd be loving this map right now, but Pokemon, taken down to nothing, but Michael with the hits on Danimon, and he forces him to back away from that one as my voice gives out as well.
That is unfortunate. Luckily, I'm also here, and my voice is absolutely fantastic. Meanwhile, D-Man's going to be throwing a big glass of water down his throat. On the southern side, Navi has 2 guys standing only. Tornado Energy is looking with 4, but they're being very much gatekept right now by Welcome to South George. They're fully aware of this. Poglib on the east, he's going to be fully alone here, but he could play a role, maybe try to steal some of the kills or try to attack with this. Pixel, though, is running up on Pokemon, D-Man.
Yeah, it was just waiting.
Well played.
Little tag from the side. Most people, as soon as they got tagged from the side, would have instantly gone for that shot. He waited a little bit longer. Michael is dead. There's no doubt about that. There's nothing's going to save him here unless Jemty can go some magical play. Ostrolovak confirming that one. Nail it. Holding in the bush.
Nade. Ooh, this could be a good nade. Nice nade from Jemty onto Zampi. Now it's too low. It's also very low. He's going to be pushing around. Pixel is on the... He's on the far east here compared to where Jemty is. And now shots are coming in. They have to push now and make something happen.
Oh, I'm not sure he knew that Ostrolovak was there. Yeah, that was the problem. Second nade would come in. He's going to bank off the rock. He pushes up to it. I like it. I like the play. It's taken players a long time to sort of get that mentality in their minds that if there's a nade coming towards me, I'm going to run towards it rather than away from it. Ooh, nearly. Vex instead goes down to the blue. So inside games, they're going to get all four back on the feet, and TSM go out very early again.
All right, let's see what Naileb can do here. He's going to be laying in some of the bushes up around close to this. Sounder Boys are sitting 3 guys in the red brick building on the northern side of Power Grid. Face on the west, they're maintaining the vast majority of the control, and Omakin is sitting inside the kind of factory red brick building on the southern side and putting in some pressure to make sure that Welcome Sargos and those guys don't come in.
It's very interesting with Sauna Boys up there and FaZe there. I remember a strong finish between these two.
Oh, yeah.
With Misa having a massive game. That was obviously when they were representing Crow Crowd in Phase 3. Uber, got to be careful he doesn't get caught out by Senya off to the side as they're all looking for these sort of flanking angles as best they can. Navi are slowly being forced in towards the Tornado Energy guys that they're well aware of. Meanwhile, up in the north, after Alt and Inside Games, getting very close to one another, looking like they're going to go hunting for kills.
Denimon in a good off angle.
I don't know. He's going to be so exposed as soon as Free Kill comes over this map.
But is he aware of Pixel and is Pixel aware? No, Gushira is a very nice push here from these guys. All just searching in, trying to get a position on it. Now, Inside Games are kind of repositioning themselves a little bit. They're stacked up a lot, but Naileb is going to be playing kind of a snake role here. Maybe try to get one of these guys down and secure a point for Exalt.
He strike from behind, or will after all just simply overrun Inside Games there. Coming over the hill, Danimon is going to find himself one. Gets damage on Ostrolovak, doesn't finish him off. As soon as he goes down, it's a bit of a game of whack-a-mole. Free Kill doesn't decide to pop up and strike.
3 nades. Oh, and there's a card
as well. They're right in the dip as well. It's gone too far.
Yeah, it should have been an underhand. Oh, nice shot here from Absolovic. That's an opening. They can make something happen. Nades are coming in as well. Kushara has been taken low. Sarong is also having some pressure from them, and
Naileb still waits.
Coming in. Ooh.
Still waits. Oh, welcome to South Georgia running towards this. They're coming streaming around from the south side, trying to flank around. After all, may get caught off guard here as they, well, could be the sandwich as they get caught out. Senya has been popped. That's down south, leaving Bestalosh the solo man. But now, do they suspect something here? Gushia's kind of looking. Samti comes over the hill. 1 and 2. They spotted Gushia as well, so they're going to continue to follow this one through. Welcome to South George. Should finish after all here.
Gushara alone. The other guys are trying to decide if they want to push in now or they want to get into the circle. They are not currently inside the circle right now. Iroh is playing the Anchorman here. Melman's going to find Bestalosh, so that's Navi out in 9th. No placement points for them, unfortunately. Tornado Energy still with a good amount of people alive and 5 kills so far for them. Iroh repositioning as well. That means they're letting go of the anchor. They're taking up the boat and just trying to sail slowly in towards the power grid. Frustrating game for a lot of the teams inside power grid because they're yet to get kills, but they're just having to sit and wait for it to happen. There is still 22 alive, so plenty of kills to be picked up. Melman going in a vehicle into power grid. That is a little ballsy. Example's doing the same, so all the Tornado Energy committed to this one right next to Omakan. T-Bone's nade will find one, but now Example's managed to get himself against that ridgeline. Will he hold on for long? That's the question. Pujara is going to be found by Ostalovac, so he's off. Free Kill has been knocked. He's probably going to be able to be picked up. We're down to 7 teams now. T-Bone, he wants to push onto this and make sure that they get these points. I was going to be fine Gustav as well, so he's down while FaZe was trying to push into a better position inside the power grid. Page and T-Bone, that's it. That was nice. T-Bone's like, I want to push it, but I need a buddy. Page is all for it. The man that's got so many frags so far. Example, popping the smoke and keeping himself alive. FaZe also getting a look on this one. See if they can get something down. Up in the north side, Free Kill is finding Naileb at last, so that's Exalt down in 7th place. T-Bone will get himself the 1. Should see the 2nd. Has a big old hit there and has to force to back down. Yeah, and meanwhile, Gustav's been picked up as well. FaZe is in a really good position here. They could take control of the whole western side off the power grid and have a lot of work with that. But for now, they're going to slowly steady off here. They know that Millman is in there somewhere in the containers, and it's going to be hard to flush him out because the containers are positioned very well for the cover. So Millman is playing that extremely well. Omaken, though, they are pushing out. Page is on the outside, making sure that FaZe doesn't wrap up them. It's a very nice ending here, very perfect. I like this ending here.
Nice
Welcome
as
to
well.
South George, though.
Yeah, T-Bone's backed away just to cover off the back door there. Welcome to South George. We're flanking around, but if they're not, they've got to be careful they don't tunnel vision into this one. I'm seeing T-Bone and Page backing again now, so well aware that Welcome to South George could wrap on their back, so they're making sure everything is covered off there. Compound is just about inside. FaZe are the team that need to move up along with Inside Games. Inside Games up in the north, caught out. Iro will see one. Astrolovac did get himself an Orm back there.
That's a steal.
But I don't know whether he can really use it. Melman. Oh, they don't quite trip over the snake.
Well played. Astrologic's going to take down Misa, though. He's going to return the favor. Now he can push in, but Iro heard this. He just knocked one of them, so let's see if he can also finish off Astrologic. We're down to 5 teams, so NATO got 6th. Inside Games will most likely be the 5th team to go down here because all the other teams have a lot of players standing right now. 4 on Omakan, 4 on Welcome to South George, and 4 on FaZe, and 3 on Sound Boys.
Uber sees one. Little peek. T-Bone backs away into the crates. Page has tried to take a more central position, banking on this next circle. When we've seen this one before, it does tend to just continue to center right in the middle there. It gets very nasty. Who has the best utility? Who has the most smokes? Most of these teams are not really being involved in too much action, so they should be stacked with nades and smokes right now. Now, we do have Nuki back on his feet, so Sauna Boy's back with the full 3-man roster. Iro still trying to hold that off angle and trying to get Astrolovac, make sure their backs are secure. AT looking to try and find an angle. Gustav, a little tag there. So, circle, where will it go as it continues to shrink down? Fuzz with the smokes wants to get centered.
Want to get the control of the western part of the power grid. There's some very decent cover with the barrels and the generator area and such. A few smokes and they can actually make it in there. Next circle is going to pop, and that means we know exactly where it's going to end. It's going to end on the top side of the big part of the power grid. Means the vast majority of the teams is looking pretty good, except Omaken, because they're not going to have a lot of cover because all the other teams have already taken control here. So let's see how far they're going to be able to survive and how many kills they're going to be able to take away from this.
How quick the teams move. That single knock that came in on T-Bone. Welcome to South George and FaZe, all flexing towards it. FaZe, they're heading for the center. They want to try and make a northern play. Vasco trying to catch them in the cross here. Uber's going to be the one, but that bush is giving away, and he's going to creep up. As soon as those smokes clear, he sees Gustav. Should be able to get the spray down. Does. Transfers over to the second as well. A double knock on FaZe Clan. Is there anything to follow up? The problem was that they were getting T-Bone back on his feet. Welcome South George. They're already moving on this one. The nades are coming over from Omagon. FaZe are in trouble. That's going to be a nade countered out from Fuzzface. Page manages to go down, but Ival picks up the 2 kills. Second nade comes in. That's gone just over the top, the flashbang. And now look on the north side. Sauna Boys, they want a piece of it. As soon as everybody smells blood in the water, Welcome to South George. They're looking at a south play as well.
Such a nice knock and such a nice entry frag for Vasco to be able to get 2 knocks. That we're going to be able to make something happen here. Fuzzface is down to nothing, and Sounder Boys is taking another position on them here. So well played by Omaken and Sounder Boys. Just taking advantage of this. Shong is going to find Ival, though, and Welcome to South George are joining the fight.
Yeah, coming around that south side. They don't want to commit too much to it, but look at Sauna Boys. They can, and it's FaZe Clan, unfortunately, that they tried to make the play. They were the ones that tried to make the move, but Vasco absolutely put them down. Page back on his feet, making it work. He's pushed up, gone very, very aggressive. Well, look at this. Ostrolovac's actually snuck around the backside of the Sauna Boys now. Fuzzface, with nothing to work with, gets T-Bone down.
FaZe just trying to hold on to this while everybody else is joining the fight as well. Demme has an idea of where Fuzzface is.
Somewhere.
But he doesn't have any nades, but he has 10 smokes. He's going to be able to smoke the whole circle of in just a second once we start moving. It's going to be very good for them. Sounder Boys 6 kills in the top 5 position. Miracle's going to find pace. That is Omaken taken out.
5th place for them. Welcome to South George with the only 4-man squad standing. They are pretty close to the center. The center position is just basically to the north side of this massive electrical area. You can see that's where the center point is. And the Sauna Boys are going to take the cover on the right side. They have to flush Fuzz, and they do find him. So FaZe will go down in 4th place. didn't really get a great deal of kills out of it either because they've been sat on that western side. They get the placement points, though. Ostrolovac still in there for inside game. 6 kills and counting for these boys. He could be the fly in the ointment for the Sauna boys who are trying to make a play here because they're likely to be the target for him.
This could be very interesting to see if Ostrolovac could make something crazy happen right now. He's actually in a decent position. Welcome to South George. Is further away from the center point, and remember, Nuki, Temme, and Misi collectively have more than 400 smokes, so they are going to be able to smoke all of this off just right now. And if they're clever, if they're very smart, they're going to be making aggressive smokes, making sure that they have the vast majority of the control here.
Nice spotted Vard on point as they were pinned down by the gunfire from Iro and Samti. Now, welcome to South George, look to make the plays. Smokes all over the place, as you would expect. We can see through them occasionally, but they cannot. It is a giant wall of grey for all of these teams. They're all moving into the center point. Everybody's taking an angle. Iro sees a shadow, takes a quick swing in it, but doesn't manage to land the target.
And more smokes is going to be needed because it's 50 seconds or so on the smokes before they start dissipating, and it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds before.
Timmy flashed.
It's going to be close here. Iro.
They've all pushed up to the center point, so welcome to South George. Who've got themselves that little ridge line that could work in their favor, but Iro guns down Misa. That could be the key man. He can go for the flank now. Nuki gets Iro in response. Miracle tries to push around, but this is what I was talking about. They have that real ridge line, but look at Samti's off angle. Gets one down. It's going to be welcome to South George that will come out on top. It is just a 6-kill game. But they're both teams, they committed to the power grid so early, it's only expected that they won't get too much other than the kills towards the end there. But the placement points could be vital. Sauna boys, they're a team that are chasing the points right now. Welcome to South George. They're pretty safe, as are FaZe Clan and Omicron. So the likes of Inside Games and Sauna boys to get in that top 3 is big.
It's nice to see how well they're able to play that because they actually decided not to third-party too hard when the fight between FaZe, Omicron, and Sauna Boys broke up because they wanted to have 4 guys live towards the end. So very nice to see that kind of discipline to make sure that they got the win because those 10 points were so important to them. Managed to get 6 kills as well. So 16 points here for them. It's going to be a good start for them and making sure that solidifying themselves in the top.
Yeah, I mean, really the end play was all decided by Vasco. We'll have a look at that in a second. This is all from the beginning. Oh, PG-13 right there. Shiv getting run over by Zerong. And now Lipson, he gets some quick couple kills here, but Metabe with the triple as they all come out one by one and just slaughters them down. Does eventually fall. This is the earlier shots. And of course, the Team Liquid boys, I mean, it wasn't a great game for them to start things off. They are safe, though, in terms of points.
Yeah, the kills very spread out all from this match here. Many kills stolen as well. It's actually crazy. Vasco here, that was the big MVP play for Omegan. Taking those 2 down, that completely broke FaZe's chances of getting anywhere near winning this match.
Yeah, it was a tricky play because, you know, they smoked it up and it's quite obvious, like, where they're going to go. There's only one place they can go and they're going to stack up against this wall. So Vasco just crept himself into position, waited for the smoke to dissipate and struck when he could. Saw them lined up, bam, 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 got 2 down. And the damage was done. Everybody moved in. They smelled blood. Literally surrounded from all angles. Fantastic start. Great to see a power grid. It's been a while since we've had a power grid. I think it's phase 2. I think it was the last time we've had power grid finishes. But we are going to go to a quick break. A very quick one. When we come back, the second round of Miramar. Be ready to go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. Medium and Smith, and this is Toby.
Thank you.
Not Tony.
Or Wee Man.
Or Wee Man. Yeah, we had a lot of things. Maybe we'll get that way later on tonight, but we're clear of mind right now, and we are clear to see the top 8 is starting to stretch away from everybody else.
It's starting to look pretty good up there. And I was looking at that last game, and when I saw Circle 3 pop up towards the power grid area, and I saw where WTSG was, I was like, they're going to win this game.
Wait,
That
I thought
team
so.
has played, even
They
when
were
they were
just too
with an
slow
IP,
to get to the...
they've played that area so many times, and they do it so well.
They wanted that building. That was the main one they wanted.
Yeah.
But they didn't quite get there. But it didn't matter. They won anyway. Regardless. A team that did work well was Inside Games. They got some good points in there. Six kills and a 3rd place finish. That was a team that was in 9th place. So we'll see whether that's jumped them right back up there in a second as we check out those scoreboards. But, I mean, looking at TSM again is another... low point, no placements, 2-kill game. They tried, and again, they got caught out. And you think of the grind that they were in. Inside Games was one of those teams they were clashing with, and they end up with 3rd place. They go out with 12th. It's just these things are not working. Team Liquid, they were caught in a big split. Unique, they were nervous. They're chasing points. Navi are chasing points. But all the same teams keep on ending in that top 8. And now let's have a look at the overall tables with just 5 games to go. We see Inside Games now in that top 8. They've taken over the position from Exalt. And it's starting to get worrisome. As I say, the points are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The gap between 6th and 7th is pretty mighty. Everybody else outside of that, they're not going to be chasing those 100-pointers down anymore. It's not going to happen.
The main one to me right now is 9th, 10th, 13 points. You have a good chunk of teams from 10th all the way down, but pretty much to 14th, who will still have a chance of catching up. But right now, it's that 13-point gap to 9th, and then you're not even in just yet.
Yeah, there's going to have to be some mega performances from some of these teams, and I'm not seeing it right now, honestly. I am not seeing it. We could see some big surprises, big upsets. The invited teams may well be bowing out early. But here we go, the final round of Miramar today.
Forever.
Forever. Forever. Until we reach the finals on the 28th of February.
That's going to be a good one. I mean, looking at the top teams right now, the top performers, I should say, in the European side, and then looking at how a team like Shoot to Kill were performing last night on the NA side of things. And I know there's a lot of fragging power coming out of the LATAM region as well. Not even to mention, I mean, Atletico.
Yeah.
This is going to be an aggressive grand finals. Like, teams are going to be hunting massively.
Yeah, I don't think teams can get away with the widespread splits like we saw Liquid doing, obviously, with the 1-1-1s. You know, they're just losing a play here, losing a play there. I mean, let's face it, Mexi didn't expect Pog to just all in on Picardo when the circle had clearly shifted to Power Grid. They were like, what are you doing? But which is a classic. We talked about this before, right? How many times people say it. But you guys at home, don't forget, there are dailies that happen at GLL. Get yourself in there. You can win your money. Compete at playgll.gg. And you'll check out just about everyone you see streaming is playing GLL dailies.
And everyone you see in this game right now have most likely played dailies at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And probably still do.
Yeah. Revive coming in for
Zampeak. That's what you get for
just a small knock there. Los Leones.
I think
Circle has gone this way, though, by the
up
way.
in the air somewhere. Hit a crane and then doink.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna get it again? Do you think?
Don't even, man. I know it's me and you.
Do you
I know we have a city pull to
happen.
us somehow. It could easily happen. Do you want to though? Do you want to go through that 17 minutes of play-by-play casting nonstop?
It's great. It's great. Hey, look, we can both cover this. No
That
problem.
is true. Now that we're both here,
we can nail it.
It's not too scary. But this circle does open up for a whole hell of a lot of options in terms of where the next one's going to go.
From a points perspective, obviously Inside Games, we just saw obviously they are going to knock guy back up, but they are the center point team along with Exalt. Now they're literally the barrier, 8th and 9th place teams that are searching for it. Everybody else, I mean, FaZe got this really wide spread down the south side. Fuzzy's miles away from the rest of his team. They're actually almost near T-Bone at the moment.
Yeah, they've done that split plenty of times before with Eastern Plains. It's they scare away very easily because they know how split they are. They don't take fights.
8 is going all the way over to the side. So are we going to end up right? Okay, so there's a number of places with this circle. It could either be the whole Bendita side, right?
Yeah,
We've had it so many times up there. Los Leones, which we rarely get, so I would say probably not going to happen. I would say more likely the warehouses, like Los Leones sort of way that way out there, or we could shove it all the way back over to the western side and go to the sort of churchy area.
I have 4 endings that I can, like, off my mind, go, these happen more often than not. Your church endings.
Yep.
You have your just northeast of La Bendita, that compound up there, just south of Minas.
Yep.
Then you have your south, where Omaken and Exalt are fighting right now, like the south side of that field. Trifle compounds down there. And then you have your north or west side Las Leones circles. It's very rare that we see this first circle get followed by southeast ship.
Yeah, they're banking on the Trifle compound. They've already sort of headed that way. Yeah.
It magnets over there more often than not, so it makes perfect sense.
They've gone Trifle. Exalt are in the compound to the south of Bendita. But yeah, you're talking about the one that's just north. Team Liquid won from it the other day.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken, sort of magnetizes that way, as you're right to say. We will find out. There's a long way to go. There's a lot of teams in the north, though, with the playing the way it was. There's a lot of teams that have got to try and pick a path that's safe and figure out the best route in there. Most teams won't be centering based on the fact that Los Leones is the majority of the center sort of circle in the south side, which will crowd the northern horseshoe effectively all around Los Leones.
And that's the main issue. If you go even further up north to the circle, like north of Minas right now, we still have 4 teams. And they are saying, okay, we're late. We're not going to go center, which means they'll stop by the edge of the white to wait for that new circle to pop. The teams coming behind them will then have to stop even further out. So if you're the last rotating team here, you're going to be miles out if you try and rotate to the northeast, which arguably with the plane path would be your go-to rotation route.
I mean, it suits the likes of Tornado and Na'Vi. They're happy to play edge. They're all about the edge game. FaZe are going to try and play as much along the coastline as they can and work their way in from the east side, it looks like. So they know that their backs are safe. That's how FaZe like to play. They like to have a clear back and just work their way in. So they have the safety net, effectively. Everything ahead of them is what they need to shoot.
I actually wouldn't expect 8C to push further in than where the bridge is, approximately, so that they know they have a perimeter of 3 kilometers on the south shoreline where they can then maneuver from, depending on where the next circle is going to go. It's a very old G2 thing to do, or like if you look to Korea, it's a Gen G thing to do, where you take one side of the circle, this being the south for FaZe, and you just wait. You hold it out and you say, next circle, great, now we have so much room to maneuver around. Because they've locked down a block of 4 square kilometers.
Well, Aduzi sees Nuki. Got him pinned in a shack, unfortunately, for Nuki. Play With Me's got the angle to shut the door, effectively. Nuki, I don't think you're going to last much longer in this one.
Ooh, he's trying to run forward, make it over to safety. Aduzi's been shot from behind. Yeah, exactly. Play With Me trying to apply some suppressive fire. Yep, connecting a few there. It's going to buy his teammates some time and force. I think it's going to force him back down the hill, and Nuki again still trying to stay put, but for how much longer? How
much work is going into getting this single point right now? They will confirm it. Pokemoldo's gone down to the ditch now, so he's going to keep Jup6 at bay.
It's a 1v1. I was just going to say, it's a 1v1. It can go either way. There's no one to help either player. And that's Nuki finding an easy one. And this should be Team Unique just bailing. They tried, they failed, didn't work. Well, fight to live another day.
He's going to be so angry. So angry, Aduzi will be at that. I'm pretty sure the desk would have took some punishment from that one. That's not good. There's a lot of damage going down onto this car right now. Misa could get the spray down. This could be him done. But they might get a second one. If he can get an angle, no, he's rolled it. He's rolled it. He's got to try and run away from this one. Poker's taking shots. And now Misa is not going to allow him to get away from this one. There's shots coming from behind still. And Misa will finish off. And that's a double for the Sauna boys. Good recovery from a team that was in trouble, surrounded, and managed to fight the way out.
Yep, trying to aggress their way forward, the Team Unique, but Sauna boys, they never over-aggressed. That's what I like to see. They knew that with Nuki in that building, as long as there's only one guy coming in, as long as Jupes can try and contain them to some extent, Nuki has the firepower and the skill set to win that 1v1 against pretty much anyone in this lobby. And he did. I mean, there's no reason to go, oh no, we got to crash him, we got to help him. It's so chaotic. They controlled it all.
Which you will see from lesser teams. You'd see
they'll just overcommit to it. Exactly, and that's going to get them killed.
Yeah, so many times we've seen that. Teams just going too far on that one. Welcome to South George. Just having a little look around the edge of Bendita, but
is that what you call power tapping?
Oh, there. Just putting that on the scroll wheel.
The old Counter-Strike 1.6. Who can shoot faster with the dual Berettas?
Welcome to South George now, tracking them on the Bendita crater. The other side. Oh no, that's going to be a head. Can he get the second spray down? That's going to be Jempty down low. Bear on bear action once again as Sampty goes looking for his twin down below. And this is the second time that he's actually going to catch his twin out off guard. And he will. And TSM, it's just all downhill for them, isn't it? I think this one may well be a write-off. I don't believe we're going to be seeing them at the GLL Season 4 finals.
Do you think that in the heat of the moment, that puts a little smile on his face when that happens, when he sees his brother's name in the kill? Or is he still focused enough to kind of ignore this, but just be a guy went down and killed him and then punches him? I think that answered my question. Thank you, Samsy. Thank you so much. I think that answered my question.
Oh, you're going to love it. It's a brother-on-brother punch.
Let's see where this one goes. Well, we're going into the crater.
You think it's going to go?
Yeah, wait, no, not Bandita, the southwest one.
Right, yeah,
okay.
like
between Blaze and Liquid.
Yeah. Right there. Right there. Right there. So that's great for Team Liquid. Let's see what teams outside the top 8 could benefit from this. Obviously, Inside Games, they're down the south side if they can work their way up safely. Na'Vi. Welcome to South Georgia, have a big old swing. Na'Vi, now they're a long way out in the points, and they do have Team Liquid ahead of them, so it's going to be a tough one. But this whole eastern side is so congested that the likes of, I'm thinking Exalt that are in 9th place, they have such a hard run ahead of them now that it's going to be very hard to see them in the top 3.
Na'Vi is scouting into Picardo right now, but I think best of luck. Yep, here it comes, but he was silent, pulling up on the buggy. Bullets connected, but no knock coming in. He has to back off now as well, having other teams shoot towards him. This is, I would expect to see Na'Vi at some point soon push Picardo when they realize there's no one there. Because this is for, like, there's no reason, if you're planning a rotation, and this is where Na'Vi is usually really good at this, there's no reason to say, oh, we only play Edge, let's play Edge on this one, if you have a chance to go one step further. Like, if you can play Picardo now, and you can get a 300-meter shorter rotation next circle, that is going to be amazing for you.
Gustav's creeping in. Naillips saying, nope, we're going to move away from this one. Fuzz had got the off angle at the side there. James has found a member of Besiktas, I think that was, that just went down. Sorry, it's Blaze he caught out, actually not Besiktas. They're taking shots onto Besiktas. Nailip has stayed. I don't know if that's because his vehicle's not ready to go or whether he just took a hit from Fuzz, but either way, Monkey is there as well now. So we may well be seeing them fighting.
I don't think any of these guys are aware that there's still people in this compound. The way that 8C is pushing on, 8C is always very, very schematical about.
He sees the car on the slope.
He's very, very good at always making sure to clear compounds. Like, he never makes those type of mistakes. And with the way he's running around right now, that's a clear sign to me that they are not expecting anyone to still be down here.
He just scouted the car on the hill.
Yeah, so they'll think, oh, he drove away and he's up the hill now. They won't be expecting Nailab or Monkey to be still around here.
Yeah, I guess.
You see Gustav driving around in the open like this, them running around in the hills, they have no clue that they're here.
But they don't want the compound either, so they're just going to try and pull away from that. Fuzzy's trying to find a better position. He's on the road. Gustav's going to go help him out. Yeah, look, they're all completely looking the opposite direction. Yeah, nobody's even remotely.
If you're nailed right now, you go to that Mirado and you sit there and wait for them to come back and take it, because 2 guys just rotated out. They'll be going to that vehicle eventually, and that's when you get the kills.
Let's see what they do. Speaking of Picardo, Na'Vi did move into Picardo, so they're on the edge of Picardo now. TSM up on Minas Generalas. They have Unique in behind them as Exalt try and reposition. It was Udir that Fuzz and Gustav were trying to flank around, so these two just feeling each other out. But like you say, Nailip could be the fly in the ointment for FaZe Clan. Not that they need the points, but Exalt absolutely do. The moment it is far from safe for them. They're in the 9th place position. If they continue around the Bendita crater, they're going to be bumping heads with TSM.
Also, no, we didn't put much thought into it, but that knock that Mexi got onto one of the Blaze players that James finished off, that gave them that center compound in the crater. He knocked him, James pushed into it, and they got the kill off of it. That is actually a really, really good spot to get off of just getting one knock. Let's see. Yep, that's one is going to send up. We're going to go away from the southeast, meaning James should find himself in the middle of the eye of the hurricane, I guess you say, right? Well, eye of the tornado in just a short moment.
The eye of Sabine, so I think that's what I'm going to be in tomorrow.
Hopefully
I'm going to try and fly to Germany.
Not.
Well, the eye is the clear part. That's the,
that means you have to get into that eye.
Yeah, you have to hit the hard part. Yeah, he's up and away. Yippee. Monkey lands safely. Couple of shots from FaZe, and Exalt do disengage from this one into Bandita. It does mean that FaZe Clan will probably rotate further south. He won't continue to go straight into the back of Exalt. They'll try and wrap around. It may bump them into Omicron or continue further round. Welcome to South George. trying to find a spot. Oh, it's DA. They're crashing. They see Jeems. Jeems is all alone.
Get
He
away!
has got the crossfire position, and Jeems is like, nope, 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 nope. Here comes the crash, boys. DA are in.
Loving the disengage here. There's absolutely no reason for him to stick around there. The thing is, Jeems needs to get all the way up on that hill because he can't sit around on the in the bottom if there's a team on the northern side where the Sauna Boys pushing up right now. And he does manage to get away. Great play there. Mixie does go down, but fortunately now he has Jeems right next to him, so he should be able to get him back up on his feet.
Yeah, the revive instantly there. Navi tried to flex north, and they may catch TSM off guard as they rotate round. That shot will give Brexco all the warning he needed. But again, they're in no man's land. FaZe they continue south, so they're behind Pog at the moment on the edge, on that big hillside position of Los Leones. So they'll be climbing up the back of the hill and coming down and seeing, well, certainly hearing the vehicles actually, as soon as Pog get in them. TSM just down to 2, losing Fex and Jempty earlier on. It's not been a good day, a good weekend for them.
No, it really hasn't. That's the interesting thing to me, because I'm trying to put a finger on where it is that they've fallen in the past. I've seen their scrims and things going pretty damn well. Yeah, that, and also just...
They've barely made it into the top 10 at any point. It's always been rotates, early game rotates.
That's the thing, they run into engagements early with teams that they've played against time and time again. That's what makes me wonder if it's them trying something that they didn't do in scrims, or if it's other teams maybe just changing their timings a little bit, which is catching them off guard. Because it's true, they have been caught out early pretty much every single game.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're 49 points I think they have at the moment, so way, way, way down the table. Long, long road ahead of them to try and pull something off, and this is not looking likely with, 4 games remaining after this one, unless this duo can do something mega here. I highly, highly doubt it with the way their circle is currently sitting.
If you say they don't, then you know they're gonna make it, right? That's like that's the effect you have on GLL tournaments,
the
right?
commentator's curse, yeah.
Is that a curse then, or is it a blessing when you say they won't make it if they do make it?
It's a curse for me. It's a blessing for them, I guess. Yeah.
Curses caster's blessing. Oh, we can give those too.
I'm going to go out and say it. TSM are not going to make it. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I guess also Jeems is not going to be in the center anymore.
So get TSM editors, get ready. Get that clipped out. Get ready to go. If anything mega
now
is
it's going to happen, you know? I mean, now it's going to happen. Let's see Navi.
Sadly for TSM, they were the ones that fell last time with the GLL Grand Slam with the Knights making a mega performance. It was poor old Gustav and co that were just sat there devastated. Like, what just happened today?
Yep. They thought they had it. Let's see Michael and Brexco. You only have one place to go, and that's straight into the mouth of this Navi team sitting ready and waiting for you.
And that's Michael down. Brexco is right next to Grenade, so he's forced to back away, and Tab will find him.
16th place, 0 kills team. Solo mid are struggling.
Yeah, it's not a good tournament for them. Yupsik just on the edge. Over in Bendita Crater, well, it's a bit messy, isn't it? After all, they have Exalt pinned. Omicron also on the other side of the crater. I don't think Exalt can get out from this one. FaZe's choice to wrap around down the south seems to be the best option. We'll see, because they've got a long way to go themselves. I wonder if they're going to keep on wrapping around the south.
Not only do they have a long way to go, but there's absolutely nowhere to
go,
that circle. I mean, there's no entry point that makes sense. The only places you can go in has 8 teams on it.
We're 55 alive right now, and there's no way 55 people will fit around the edge of this crater. This is going to be pretty messy. Monkey's down. Exalt trying to send it. Nailip's going to go straight into Vard, so he'll probably get caught out in a moment. There we go. Instantly shown. Thank you very much, observers. FaZe are sending it. They're going straight into Blaze, into the center area, and seeing what they can do. Are they going to continue past? I do not know. It's Fuzz FaZe trying to send it. They're going to go past. Welcome to South Georgia. They want the dip. Yep. It is semi-safe with Iro and Samty nearby. Iro cooking that nade already.
Uber running around in the open as well. That nade's going to do some damage to the vehicles. They might not be up for grabs any longer, but they are in a spot which they can easily play from. Samty, though, able to find Uber, get down the first, finds the flush on him as well. So that's FaZe down to 3.
Miraku's been caught by Danimon though, so they're not completely clear. They're in a wide 2-2 split here, so there is only 2 members of Welcome to South Georgia at the moment, but they have the positional advantage. They don't have anyone really shooting them in the back. FaZe Clan in the dip, just trying to figure out where everything is coming from. They've realized now they have all guns trained that direction.
I'm actually surprised that FaZe managed to make it through there with 4 alive, because I saw 4 teams shoot at them when they tried to commit to that compound. Blaze weren't in a position to fight them. I think I saw 8C shoot twice and tag Lipson up, who would have been the player to go out and start shooting at them early when they came driving. So when he goes, I hit a guy twice, he's healing, now is our time. they sent it, and it worked out perfectly.
Exalt, by the way, pushing out of the crater. They've caught Omicron, completely hot-footing it down the hill. They've taken 2 down, I believe, already. Meanwhile, Pog, they're trying to send it. They're going to have to find, well, that's not really the dip they were after. They kind of just pulled up and hope that it works out for them. Sherston's down, and the Blink Blaze will be able to pick up the rest of the kills here, as Pog will be in trouble. That nade, will it be close enough? Oh, Omicron down in 15th place. There's a sign for people to chase. Exalt picking the kills up as well. Udyr with a big nade to finish it off. Welcome to South George. They're trying to regroup. So if they can get in there, FaZe are in trouble. That's going to be 4 members of Welcome to South George back together.
The fights are far from over, though. As I say that, they do wipe 1 more, so Team Unique out as well now.
5 kills and counting.
Yeah.
They are chasing. They're down in 9th place. They need all the points. After all, ahead of them, they can keep on looking. The circle shifts. FaZe Clan in a great spot at the moment. They still have the nades coming in from the dips from Welcome to South George, but the circle favors their position. It was a ballsy move, and it's paid off.
It's so impressive to see with a team like FaZe Clan how they manage to do these things, getting these circles. Let's see Kofest holding off Besiktas. Knocks coming in each way.
This is way down south as well. This is simply mutually assured destruction of who can get the kills. FaZe and Welcome to South George trading blows again, but Fuzz and Gustav now down. You can see it's Samty making the push. 80 on nothing. He goes down. The hero play comes out from Samty, and now he's got to get the rest of his team back on their feet.
That's 2 knocks, though. Nates are coming in from the side. Oh, that's actually Iroh crossing over. Okay,
yeah,
so it's the rest is coming in. Yeah, that should be okay.
It's fine.
That is a WTSG in a situation knowing that, okay, so as soon as After All clears their side of the circle, they're going to be underneath us. There's still a team above us. If we don't deal with FaZe now, we will get picked apart.
12th place for Exalt. They did get the 5 kills, but it's not going to be placement points. With Inside Games still alive, crashing on the backside here of Blaze. They are the 8th place team that they Exalt were chasing. Now we'll see whether Inside Games can make it into the points. They've yet to really get their foot on the market in this game, despite the 3rd place in the previous matchup.
See them roll outside the wall. 3 killed down already. Libsyn trying to hold the angle, but Sam Peak is there from outside. Finds the flush on towards him as well. We'll have a chance to push further forward, but as you can see, this area isn't even inside the next circle, so it's going to be a tough one for them to breach. After
All, they're coming to look at this fight as well. They're coming down from the north, so while Inside Games have a great edge against this wall, they're about to get caught from the right-hand side. Besiktas and Tornado Energy just over the other side as well, driving in over Besiktas. They had no chance there. Metabeat, the last man standing, trying to hang the angle, see if he can get anything around the side. He sees the shadow, gets caught by K-Mind on the right-hand side. That's going to give him pause for thought as he gets a big old sniff of that one and tries to crawl into the smoke.
Oh, he is right next to them. The rest actually managed. I mean, if he doesn't get a kill there, I'd be surprised. Let's see what's going to happen. He's outside of the smoke. No, he can go into the car for the memes. Just honk and put on some music, but nope, not going to happen. He's going to find the first one. Cumbert flushed immediately. One is on the other side, and that's going to be the end of him. Cumbert was taken down, but Millman manages to eliminate Besiktas in
Inside Games, they're going to get the kills on Blaze, but they will fall straight afterwards. So while they got themselves secured points, it will keep them safe. Unless Pixelit can make it here. Gets inside the circle, has Tornado Energy, but they don't focus him. Instead, they choose to roll down because DA are taking shots on them, so they're forced to really cover off. And this might give Pixelit a little bit of a free chance to get more shots in the back. The circle, it shifts out of the crater. It goes to the northern side. Team Liquid, Na'Vi with a chance of big points in there up on the northern side. And the Sauna Boys, of course, who just got themselves a 2nd place a moment ago.
That rotation from Na'Vi through Picardo sure as hell has paid off for them, given where they're sitting
right
now. Nate's thrown forward. They have this little funnel they're sitting in, and that, you know, is just going to make it even easier to connect them. Waits, as I say, that does get taken down, though. Vard able to connect one, and now I think Daniman throwing one back over. Or was it a smoke? I think it was Nate, but no damage done.
Tornado Energy coming in the backside of this fight. So whoever comes out on top, if it doesn't conclude quickly, we're going to see Melman getting involved. Here comes Alia. He's going to get Gusay. They're going to click all the points. Remember Tornado Energy, they're chasing down the top spot. Not it matters, they're safe and secure. All 3 of these teams at the moment are in the top 8. So it's simply a case of picking up what they can. Pixelic is following him behind. He's using Tornado Energy as a body shield to keep getting those placement points as we're into the top 7.
Tornado is one of those teams, said it in my preview as well, they live up to their name. they are a tornado. Once they see a fight, they don't leave that area without having done a hell of a lot of damage, and this is exactly it. Even if they go down here, they would have taken out 2 players of each team, and that's going to leave them super hurt coming into the final 5.
DA have successfully got out of the compound, and inside there is still 2 in a vehicle that Team Liquid are peppering at the moment, so they may get that down, but look at Pixel continuing to creep on behind them and keep on the backside. 2 Tornado Energies ahead of him, 2 after ult as well. Welcome to South George. We're obliterated within that barrage.
Let's see, Serong wants to get the flush. No rest has come in. He knows there's a knock on the other side of the rock, and he kind of wants to commit to it, but don't want to expose himself too much. Pixel still crawling forward. Liquid still up with 4 as well. They have a few kills so far, but hasn't been anything massive. Now finally Pixel. He's announced his presence, and he does go down immediately after.
Instant he goes down, but he got a kill. Another one secured there, 7th place. So the placement points, while Exalt did get those 5 kills, I think he's going to be instantly counted by what Pixel just did there. To collect that kills. Example will find Zerong, so Danimon and Example, the last sort of 2 standing for Tornado Energy. And after all, as Alea gets executed, Misa in the center. The Sauna boys getting slowly surrounded by Team Liquid, Digital Athletics, and Na'Vi in the north.
I want to keep an eye on DA here, because this is where the former DA would get to. They would get inside top 6, they wouldn't have any kills at this point, and this is when they would fall apart, because they did not have the fragging power to deal with the big boys that were remaining. And all that, and also usually back in 2019, early 2019, they wouldn't have the fragging power to take this fight to Liquid, take it to Sauna Boys, take it to some of these teams that are still alive. Now, as we talked about yesterday with Thralius and Smash Bay added to the roster, I want to see them, with a circle here as well, going out and winning this game. Yeah,
Metralius really impressed me in Phase 3 of PEL. Certainly the shining player of the team that we weren't expecting, honestly, with obviously Ira stepping aside. Na'Vi forced to make a move with his circle shift. Everybody else is pretty safe. Example and Danimon continue to try and hunt each other down. This little duel that's been going on for quite some time. Sixmo may get a part of it. If he comes over the top of that hill, he should have a relative vision on Example's back. He's still hopping and looking for Danimon, so close to seeing that backpack.
It's over there somewhere, just about getting the angle. DA, they're splitting out on the south side, trying to take some control. I think it was Mert getting tacked up by Mex. And then you can see Na'Vi as well. Can't really figure out which side of the hill they want to push up from.
Trying to see which is the best. Senya's just had a look and didn't fancy it. Tam's almost tripping over Jeems. Danimon still sits and waits. Both of these outside the circle. Example's deciding to work his way in, and Sixmo's looking to see who's going to come out of the blue and try and catch them both off guard. And that's going to be Tab found out, and Team Liquid may well have a prime position. DA still with 4 alive as well, but Na'Vi, they were the team that needed the points here, not Team Liquid. And losing that player now has probably cost them a top position.
You gotta give kudos to Liquid, though. They had very similar to last game. Jeems in an off position early. And when DA pushed in, he was able to get away from there. Blazer was able to get away early. Kemba, that's unfortunate. Does go down, and that's going to leave Senya. That's the last remaining player for Na'Vi. And you would have to think that Liquid's going to look for him.
Nuki just took down both top fraggers from PEL Phase 2. Took down a doozy earlier on, and now he's just took down Kemba. Both ineffectively one-on-ones is what they were. Timmy, that nade just rolls over his head.
Bounced over
the discipline to sit and hold that angle. Doesn't work out for him. Will go down eventually, but he got himself a knock in the process on Jeems. Team Liquid should be able to get him back on his feet. There's plenty of time. Danimon's backed away, but Senya's sort of ahead of him. Meanwhile, Example's had to turn and face DA down on the south side. There's Senya going for the peak, and he gets the knock on K-Mind.
Great shooting coming in. Almost able to flush him out too. Nope, not going to happen. Senya, though, committed too much to it. Got found in the end. Danimon able to take him out. And we are down to 5 teams left alive. But we still have 3 solos. That is going to prevent so many placement points for some of these teams. Seeing 11 people in the kill feed, knowing there are 4 alive on your team, you're expecting to get top 3 here.
Yeah, 3 solos with the 2 4-man squads. Looking to not trip up over them.
Exactly.
Mexi continuing to go and peek against Smash here. Looking to try and hold the angle. K-Mind and Cope, they've taken the northern side. Nuki's still lying in wait. Danimon, Example, once again trading blow. This has been going on for about 5 minutes already between these two. Looks like Danimon's finally going to lose out here, but Example hasn't really got the cover that he needs. Danimon can back away and fade in towards Team Liquid.
He's found a little dip there. He can chill around in. Jeems down again, but fortunately, Ibiza there to trade the kill.
They got another knock. See, now DA should try and pounce on that.
You would have to think so, right?
Yeah.
They know that they're wounded. They know that Jeems is down for the second time, so they have to commit to the rest early if they want to get him back up on his feet. But DA, they're playing the backside. They are shooting over towards Mexi, but no damage being done.
Yeah, they're hearing the shots and the action that's happening is continuing to happen over on this far eastern side, and Team Liquid now moving in to get involved in this one. They want to get a piece of Danimon.
DA wants to get the Liquid wants to get the north side here. They want to get the dip. You can see K-Mind and Ibiza, they're right next to each other. They want to push forward, take out Danimon, and
DA
get
are
this
going to
position.
get caught. They're running over the top. It's just made no sense. They just pushed openly over the top to try and get Example down, and sure enough, Sixmo gets caught off. They are going to try and stick the revive, but that gives the positioning away for Team Liquid. They know where they are now.
Yeah, that, and also, I mean, knowing exactly how to play it. They know exactly where, like, literally every last player in this game is, and that's where Liquid becomes scary when they start. Like, when you give them additional information, that just makes their opportunity to outplay you that much harder.
And their position is exactly where the center is. Team Liquid have it.
Exactly.
DA have to make this open run now. Their moment to win this game was seemingly when the knock came in on Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Danimon is still causing problems. Example's now coming over the hill, so we should see Danimon back any second now and finally finish off this battle. Danimon, Danimon comes out on top against Example. He's got next to nothing left in terms of armor. It's all in tatters, but he comes out alive. And after all, we'll get themselves another third position here. K-Mind should be able to find him here. Danimon's healed up, but he sees the head peek out. And if there's a knock comes in here, this is where DA have to strike, but that nade's going to cause some damage. And Danimon is now in problem territory. The blue is right on DA's back. They all have to peek the hill.
He's going to get one more first hit off. It's off now, and that's the last med he's going to be able to use. K-Mind knows exactly where he is in that rock, and while this one might not be on him, actually it is. It's right on him. He's going to go down now. Yes, he does. 4v4.
DA are pushing. DA are pushing. They've got to have a hope there's a wall of smokes there, but K-Mind's off angle now. Could be massive. He's going to come around the side. He should see Sixmo straight away. That nade's riding towards Metralius. He's going to get around the side. Oh, that's a massive chunk of damage coming off him as the circle continues to force DA into the grinder of Team Liquid.
4v4 still. No one daring to go full on aggro here. DA living off of their smokes, but they're only going to last them so long. They will have to make the push eventually. K-Mind spots one more cross east, and now it's Metralius gone down. 4v3.
EBC's another, can't manage to catch him, but smashes down, so DA down to 2. Mert looks for the kill, but he can't get it. Mexi will get him down. Sixmo the last man, and Team Liquid make it easy in the end. 9 kills and counting for DA. The moment was about 5 minutes ago when the second knock came in on Team Liquid. That's when they had to strike to pick up victory.
When you see a wounded Liquid with 4 men alive, and you have a chance to do something about it, and you don't deserve to win.
1 kill for DA.
That's what I'm saying. This would have been my example of DA in early 2019.
Exactly. Yeah,
they get to the late game, but they can't do more than that.
We know they can do it. We know they can do it, but for whatever reason, whatever in-game leading goes on with Sixmo, occasionally there's aggression, and occasionally it's just massively passive, and that's the infuriating part for, I think, a lot of DA fans out there. That's why the meme is alive for DA as well, because so often they'll just sit and wait and sit and wait and sit and wait. It's like, go, go, go. Yes, they got themselves 7 points from that game, but there could have been so much more. And unfortunately, that's why they're not going to win a tournament. That's why they're not going to win tournaments, because they just lack that slight gilt edge. TSM, well, sadly for them, I think that's the end of their tournament. Welcome to South George. They had a good performance, but it was pot-paid by After All.
I mean, After All, it seemed to me that over the last couple of games yesterday, alongside, I mean, obviously getting that 17-kill win was absolutely mad, and then today as well, racking up some good numbers, getting the 3rd place secured. I mean, they went under my radar coming into the tournament, and now I'll make sure they never do again.
Yeah, here's After All. This is where they clashed with Welcome to South George. There was Tornado Energy that came in behind them as well, so Welcome to South George sort of crushed in the classic sort of style. As soon as you're engaged upon, one will either come behind you or come behind the enemy team. You just hope it's the enemy team that it strikes first. Came on eventually getting Danimon down there, but DA, they just left it too late. They left it too late. They thought they'd have had more smokes, actually, for the end there as well, the utility, but...
Yeah, that surprised me a bit, too, given that they had the compound, they pushed out with vehicles to the hillside.
They
never really had to fight
much,
anyone. Yeah, exactly. It's
Anyway, that is the Miramar done. I'm switching
Next
over
up,
the Counter-Strike. Next up, Dust 2 with the new changes in the tunnel. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to Sandhawk. That's going to be our third map. We'll see you in a few.
That was the last you'll get to see of Mirage in PUBG, because it's not a map here, but Miramar is also out, because there's no more of that left in the regional finals, at least not for EMEA. They will be returning those Miramar maps when we do make our way over to NA just a little later tonight. But now we got Senna coming up, and I
Also,
I just want to touch on something real quick. How thin a line you're walking. Yeah, right there. I want to touch right here. How thin a line you're walking in any game of competitive PUBG, because looking at Liquid, them winning this game, I'm looking at the earlier game, or early, like last game before that, James goes down early. Early game this game, DA pulls up on that compound, James gets away, and as soon as he gets away, Mexi gets knocked. Had that happened with James dying, Mexi had not been able to get rest, that's Liquid out early. But because he gets away, it's the smallest things. It's the smallest things that can turn things around. It's insane. It's insane to me.
I still think it talks to how important it is to have 4 guys alive all the way to the end.
For sure. And that's why I always say Navi styles. Play late, play slow early, then make that one push that gives you the next 4 circles.
Right. But if everybody does that, then everybody's on the edge. and that's where I really
And then everyone starts going center.
Right. And that's where I really love, like, the teams that are able to adapt the best are the teams that can read the lobby the best and see is there most space in the edge or is there most space in the inside of the zone.
The 13-point gap from 9th to 10th has become an 11.1, but it's still there. It's a massive jump for anyone sitting in 10th and below, trying to look up towards that top 8 spot. Now, there are still 4 more games left to play. 3 on a wrangle. You'd have to argue that that's where the majority of teams here feel the most comfortable. But I think the Sanok game, if you're a team down the bottom, maybe excluding teams like teams at 15th and 16th place. If you're Unique, if you're Navi, if you're Blaze, you're any of these guys, this is where you get a 10-kill win.
Yeah. Honestly, though, it looks like like the 100, the 3-digit club, the 100-point club plus. They are looking very, very
they're
safe
guaranteed.
right
They're
now.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. They're guaranteed at this point.
There's no chance that a whole 3 or 4 teams would pass all of those guys right there. So
and then more than that too.
Yeah. A very northwestern.
TSM wins this game.
To the northeast.
With
okay.
12 kills.
Okay. 12. That's a very. I think off the ult's gonna win with 7.
Okay. So we both have an idea of which island we're gonna enter. Is that what we're saying?
I guess I'm putting my money on
Northwest Island. What?
FX is starting on the top though.
Look at Morgan and Ghost. They're fighting for Hatin.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, they're actually right now there when they land and see the first knock, they're like, oh, Pog.
Ooh, Pog. Yeah, and then Pog's like, Omk.
That is true. The top 8 teams from EMEA will move on to the GLL PUBG season finals.
#tips.
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah.
And right now we are having in my book.
You have a book?
2 surprises.
Please enlighten us.
After all, surprised.
I agree.
And I will say DA to an extent.
You're not surprised by TSM being last place?
I am surprised.
We're talking positive surprises now.
Yeah, I would say positive.
Okay.
On the other hand, we do have a northeastern circle.
Yeah, so but maybe it's not going to be TSM 12-kill win.
No, and I'm not after all 7 either.
Maybe a Navi 12-kill win.
On the other side, though, DA could get a good game from this as well because they don't have Omakan pushing them up from behind. Navi could rise to the case and get a massive game that they need to make sure that they have a little bit of a chance here. Or let's see how the rest of the guys are going to do. Inside games, they're looking happy.
Yeah, I mean, inside games should be...
they're currently inside the top 8.
They're also currently looting the spot that I've seen the most end games on.
But they're inside the top 8. Strangle me.
Stop him, someone. Where's the mute button? Where's the catapult seat?
Wait. Oh, it's here.
Yeah, just
all right.
Talk back.
Let's see here. Besiktas, they're going to come in. I wonder if FaZe is going to do the same. We saw them with a rotation from in the middle here, Painan, and all the way in on the southeastern side. They're going to do that again, and if they do, is Besiktas going to do something about it, because last time they actually clashed. But Park here, in a not-so-Park situation. Finding T-Bone. Ooh, nice barrel control.
What do you do about that?
Nothing.
If you're T-Bone,
he literally double headshotted him.
You know how in a game like League of Legends, you have that whenever you get killed, you see the timer of how much damage you took and how long it took. That was like 0.1 second. 2 bullets fired, and T-Bone was dead. There's no way to respond to
My question is, what was he doing out there?
He was flanking and getting flanked by the flanker.
Yeah, but no. Just no. If you wanna sweep, then there we go. The 80 though, that is Blaze. Oh, 80 is gonna find one. Rip. Oh my God, more guys are coming across. 80 not finding more. But he's gonna finish off the pocket though. What? Are you kidding me? What was that, 80? Calm down.
That's good PUBG. That's what it is. But look at this face. They might have had 2 knocks, but they are starting to pay the price too. TSM have crossed over to join the fun. They know that they're in a win 2 or 3 games out of the last 4, all not qualified, so they're gonna go full on. And Blaze kind of in the same position, to be fair.
They are indeed. Nice hit coming out there. Potentially could be nice. Oh my God. Very nice from HG, finishing off one and taking down Rip. That is Laza, the last player now standing for Blaze. But yeah, as you said, TSM, they have to make a massive game here for anything to work. And now Blaze is going to be taken down. Effects did find Laza, and 80 means that he's going to get his kill that he knocked earlier. He does have a little red nose as well.
Yep.
Lovely. But TSM, off to a decent start. Let's see them push in here. I want to see them push all the way in down towards Curry. And then sweep in on that side.
That's the skin we need for the glider. Like a Santa Claus.
Oh my
skin
God.
for the glider.
That is
so you can be Santa Claus flying around in the air.
That would actually, like, just a sled. A sled with...
Next Christmas, PUBG, make it a thing that you can get like a mod thing where all the gliders become sleds. Like Santa Claus sleds.
Yeah.
On Vikendi. On new Vikendi whenever it comes back.
I will actually pay 30 euro. I will pay 30 euro for
Santa Claus skin.
For Santa Claus sled skin for the glider. That are actually 9,000 IQ.
And then you can fit 4 people too, because you can sit back with like all the gifts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, but then it has to make a new glider though, right?
It can be flare gun glider.
Oh,
the flare gun.
Yeah,
it's like a 50-50. Either you get the BRDM or you get the glider, the flare gun Santa Claus glider.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. That's bought. That's sold.
That's what it is. Maybe I should be like,
shut up and take me my money.
Shut up and take my money. Face though down to 2. It's not gonna matter too much at this point. Face all they're really doing is
and Elia
damage,
taking some shots.
Yeah.
Well, he's done for.
Yeah.
Combat finish him off. Nice shots. The QBU is just insane.
We call it the jungle laser.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It is the late 2017, start 2018 Mini 14.
Yeah, and it hasn't been nerfed like the
Mini. It hasn't been nerfed. It hasn't been destroyed.
I think we had a few discussions here around in the dark sides of the internet whether the QBU or the Mini was the best gun.
There's no doubt about it. Have you ever, I mean, there really isn't.
The Mini has
how
10
many
SLRs
do you see on Sanok compared to on
I think that's based on availability, not by choice.
No, but you think more people would play as last year?
Yeah.
Over QBUs?
Oh, Mise. Bloop. And then the other guy's going to be swimming. That is 2 for Sauna Boys.
I mean, it was going to happen. There were 4 people shooting at boat.
Yeah.
It is pretty inevitable that boat will sink.
Again, a not-so-Park situation for Park. Very unfortunate. Afterall's coming in on the west. TSM is coming in behind FaZe. And
TSM just need everything.
But it's very open in Center already.
It sure is.
It's the style. It's the third day. Some teams have more kind of freedom to do what they want rather than some of the other guys. And I mean, there's a lot of pressure on the... You see, Unique is coming in very slowly here in the south.
Yeah.
You have TSM coming in. They forced a fight versus FaZe and some of the other guys in the west, just where you're crossing just north of Painan. Liquid is in a good split as well. And Sauna Boys is camping Pog inside the zone, but Pog is outside. There's one that is drowned, and the other one's going to go out as well. And they're like, oh, that was two nice kills, but nothing there. Very easy circle. Inside Games, they're literally sitting completely central.
Oh,
Navi is sending it here. Are they stopping at the first compound, or are they going to try to go all the way up to Inside Games?
Navi's not the team that takes the next extender if they can get the first. Like they don't overextend. When do you ever see Navi actually? When do you ever see them overextend when rotating?
Not so often. It's more so
when they
the
get
other way.
called out, it's because someone was sitting on their path. They never go one step too far. It's very rare that happens. As I say, the best luck driving up to the compound. Now I might die.
Yeah.
Best of luck. Why you have to disprove my points?
And Xenia as well. They maybe have scouted it, and Inside Games is just chilling.
They're waiting. Inside Games are obviously inside the compound, right?
Besiktas. Oh, and Exalt here. And Exalt, they're not in a completely safe spot just yet. Shiv is going to go down. And now Pixel's found best luck and Xenia. Exactly.
God damn it.
That's unfortunate. They probably didn't scout it well, or Inside Games have been hiding completely.
They were chilling, yeah.
Inside, I think they were hiding. Yeah, we have a little confirmation there from the observers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, observers. No, but I mean, half the bunch of teams here are gonna make it through, and the less games we have remaining, the more teams will be solidified.
Right.
Which means that the later it is for a team like TSM, who needs every game now to go in their way, more and more teams are probably going to be doing things they wouldn't expect that team to do because they can play a little looser. They don't desperately need to win it. They can try, maybe use this time to try out some new strategies that they want to try and implement when they make it to the grand finals, right? So if you're TSM, the earlier you can get going, I mean, the better off you are, because the games are only going to get, I don't want to say more random, but they're really only going to get harder because all the things you know about teams might not...
more unexpected stuff is going to happen
inevitably.
Exactly. All right. They might have some shots at face. Teams has gone down. There are 3 guys alive. Mexin came on sitting on the back. EP is on the front. And he's staring down face. Ooh, he did not want to take shots there. Surprising.
He's all by himself.
Yeah, but the other guys he could provide some cover. Compat though, and the Tornado Energy guys, they're chilling, but they also hurt the face.
Yeah.
Boys pull up here in this compound in this little shack, actually. In the shack.
In the shack.
That's how Flex would say it.
Yes, that is so. WTSG up north, they're trying to hold off Sauna Boys. Few shots fired from both teams, and TSM. I mean, they will be running into DA. This fight is going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think it's
this one here first, maybe.
I don't know, TSM. They get around the top. They need to commit on this. They need to commit to the fight because they don't want to have Liquid push out on them too.
No, we'll see TSM. See that fight is going to happen before this one potentially. Just coming out onto Bard, connecting nice. Temme going to take him down. Returning fire here though. Have a nice split. They have a really nice grip onto this fight here right now. The Sauna Boys. Mirko's going to find Misip. Now it's a 3 versus 2. Now Jupiter is trying to go for that. Iris looks to be safe. She's down to 19 HP.
It's just like the Americans versus the Vietnamese in the Vietnam War. Like, where the Sauna Boys are the Vietnamese, they're out there really using the terrain and knowing where everything's going on. And then you have WTSG don't really seem to really know where they're getting shot at from. They thought they had them for a second, but now they every time they turn to shoot in one direction, they get shot in the back from someone else. As you said, Sauna Boys just positioning themselves really well to fight WTSG in that compound.
After all, has found some of the Tornado Energy boys. Unique, Besiktas, and Exalt is going to be fighting on the southeast. That could also be a big fight. Play With Me is going to find Meta Bay, while this circle is very central around where FaZe, Inside Games, and DA is. Team Sims holding on to the compound here. Stanion's going to find Meta Bay and finish him off. That's 1 point for Unique, and they need to step up if they want to make anything happen here. Currently sitting on 50 points, so 24 points off where Inside is.
An invited team who's been playing really well through the recent scrims and practice games they've had, and I mean, I want to say I was expecting big things from Team Unique, and I have seen it to some extent, but they're still not quite there yet.
Yeah, but I feel like it's the same story is kind of applicable here to them. Is that new team haven't played together for so long or that long, and the lobby is extremely competitive. Some of the highest competitive PUBG I've seen since PGC and some of the professional leagues, obviously. We also saw 3-3, but this feels even higher in terms of how many teams are alive towards the end. We have 45 players alive and 14 teams with this small of a circle here. It's very, very It's more passive and kind of they're waiting for the fight to break out and then for them to strike at the right time.
Everybody wants the third party. Nobody wants to be the initiators of a brawl because they know that once they start shooting, they'll get shot at as well. Omarken, well, they got the first kill. T-Bow did go down earlier, so down to 3. Shouldn't matter too much. They're pretty much safe up in the top, but of course, want to have a good final day of the qualifiers.
Exactly. I want to figure out how many kills Page has compared to our friends over at Shoot to Kill. I think he's up there, but who's going to win that one? I think he's definitely going to win the EMEA.
He should have more individually, but Shoot to Kill, I mean, obviously has more as a team, and they have many players who are up there and close to them.
Oh my God, Monkey.
Jungle
Laser. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? This man.
That's scary. That is, that's pure instinct shooting on that first one down towards Uno. That was just spot an inch, get any vision at all. And he just snapped on him.
That's a nice nade as well, potentially.
That's
oh my God, nice.
295 damage. Ow.
He's done. Oh my God, calm down, Monkey. Insane.
Actually insane.
Yeah, actually
insane.
One of the best players in the world. Just right
actually insane. I think you could go him on the list. Like you talked about 8C being one of the globally most underrated players. I think Monkey is on that list.
No, I think he's very. I think
Monkey lives longer, like further under that global radar than 8C does.
Yeah.
Because Face Level has the more global presence.
Right.
And Monkey is further under the radar, but I feel like his skill set is on pair with 8C's.
Yeah.
As an individual player.
It's up there at least. I've seen him do some crazy stuff.
Yes.
Against some of the best players in the world.
And he even took a break.
Yeah.
He was out for a while.
I mean, everyone else continued playing, but
well, yeah.
But he took a break for competitive.
Yeah. We were on a break. Isn't that what I said? Yeah, I think so.
He's wrapping around here. Dusi potentially running straight into him. He's going to find him. No. Monkey's going to see one more. It's Dusi down. He has to reposition. 3 kills so far for Exalt here. They can make something happen. They want to make sure.
That's short.
Make sure that they can close this down. Nado's going to find stand-in now. Exalt is looking very good in this fight versus Unique. Fex is going to find EB. And it's on the west. And
that fight was going to happen eventually. I think TSM figured out that they were in that compound, and now they're trying to hold them off.
Yeah. Adus is going to be stolen by Nookie. Fex finished off EB. And Liquid is down to 2 players. TSM is trying to gatekeep them here. See what's going to happen there. Alia's going to find Danimon. I was going to find Serang. Now that's after all taking some heavy casualties here in this fight.
They're losing players by the second. We'll see Example trying to hold off, find one more. Indeed he does. It's actually going to be Aaliyah. Let's get Wade's down. Aaliyah does go down and return those Goose. Able to get the nug on towards him. And Example and Melman all of a sudden by themselves. Still have a little bit of a push to make to get inside the circle.
Oh my God, nice control there from Example. Goose Yara is going to go down. Nado's going to find more of the Unique guys, and they're going to go down 12. That's 5 kills for Exol so far. And they're looking pretty good here in the southeastern side of the circle, but Soundboy is moving up upon them. And we're probably going to see a fight from that. Max is going to go down to the circle.
Toxic. They risked him to deny the point. K-Mine is going to go down to blue as well. They risked him to deny the point.
That's unfortunate for TSM. Fex is going out. If Fex is going for it, he's like, I want that point. I need those kills.
They do. I mean, they desperately do need those kills, so it makes perfect sense that he's sending it out. Yep, there you go. Makes it down to blue. K-Mine is still sitting and healing, I believe, or else he would have been dead a little while ago. We are seeing 3 damage taken 8C. Well, he's at it again. The AKs are being put into the hands of more and more players, and, well, 8C is one of the guys that can control it, but doesn't have that much ammo left.
Pixel's going to find Gustav. Metralia's going to find Bear. Gustav's going to be flushed out by Pixel. Monkey's finding Metralia's, and now the fight is really breaking out in the south and southwest. 8C though. Could make something happen. Smash. Try to see if you can find some of the TSM guys. Circle is moving in 25 seconds, so a lot of pressure is going to be coming on to TSM from this side. But
K-Mind is still alive in the blue. How many first states does that man have?
It's only phase 5. So
only it's still 5 ticks per second.
Yeah, but
or per 5 damage per tick, I should say.
Yeah, 5 damage per second. Yeah, so it's just unlimited. He's going to be found though by Alia. So Energy's racking up some more points here. Page and Omaken on the north. They know where Welcome to Southwest is. Maybe he's going to be able to pick up Vasco. It is first knock. But yeah, he's going to get him up easily actually. And Welcome to Sancho is going to be fighting that, but look, Tornado is going to be welcoming them very soon.
Yeah, I'm sitting and waiting. 6-mo down Aaliyah. That's from the far. That might actually get to initiate this fight. You can see TSM, they need to go somewhere, but Mothalius finds Michael immediately.
TSM there on an even bigger fight here. Murd is finding one. Murd is finishing off one as well. And Iroh's going to find Page, and Vasco's going to be going down to Miracle as well. Kemba is going to find Iroh. And now the fight in the north is breaking out, and Hell is completely unleashed in this lobby.
I mean, you thought it was going to be TSM who got a little bit of help having DA lose a player, but then all of a sudden 3 teams started looking down the hill. WGSG eliminated. Brax goes down. It's going to leave Gemty. Just got back up on his feet, and Fex by themselves. Fex tacked up. They do go. Oh my lord, it turns it around!
Fex.
Gemty and Fex just 2v4 DA.
Gemty is going to go down though to Example. And now Exalt is repositioning. They had a good position, but Naleb is playing anchor. They're going to be able to do something with Sauna Boys. They're putting pressure back on them, so they're going to be moving around. Fex, though, last player alive here for TSM. He found himself some 3 gear. Let's see how long he can bring this in. Nope, he's
not very long.
That is about those 12 kills for Tornado. Alien Example, Melman popping off. Now Inside Games, they're in a really good 4 guys alive. Have control of the circle, but also a pretty good position in terms of terrain. They're going to be able to hold out Tornado Energy.
Keep in mind that Inside Games and Exalt, they're fighting for that 8th, 9th spot right now. They're sitting right next to each other on the leaderboards. They want to outlive their counterpart in their neighboring team. And, well, I mean, right now, Inside Games getting pushed up on by Tornado. And actually, Naleb kind of helping out Inside Games, obviously unknowingly.
And depending on how well they do in this game, both Inside and Exalt, they could potentially take over DA and push DA down to that 9th spot.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens with that.
DA, I think, had 3.
Very good circle for the full outcome of Inside Games and Exalt having a good game. If Exalt manages to push up upon Sauna Boys and manage to get those points from that, they could potentially take control of the whole eastern side of the circle, particularly take the win home. But let's see how that goes. Inside Games first have to defend from Tornado Energy. Tornado Energy is on fire. They have the full force of nature behind them.
Night Slovak.
Oh.
No, 90 damage. Oh, there he goes.
Never mind. He's double. Sam peeking a good off angle here. They're not expecting it so much. Aliyah could go down to this or potentially Example depending on who comes in first. He's going to find maybe one. That's down one. Nice position for Sam Ping. Reposition as well around the rock. And now it's a 3 vs 2.
They're outside the circle just barely, so Sampik will know exactly where they're coming from. Slovak, though, gone down. That's 5 kills for Example. Locked up 3 so far for Inside Games right now. On the map, their main opponent right now is Inside Games, but over in the long distance, it's going to be Exalt. They need these kills, but unfortunately, it's not really happening. Example finds one more. Free kill did get the flash towards Aaliyah, but it's going to be Tornado Energy prevailing, at least for now. As I say that, nope, that nade is short, so Pixel free kill called off now. They're taking the fight to their 9th place counterpart.
Example returning some fire. Pixel's being found by Monkey. He's going to be found by Nuki, actually. Let's see if we can steal it. Example's going to finish him off. That is another kill for Example. They are insane right now, Tornado Energy. Example's and 7 kills, I believe. Now, Exalt is turning their eyes towards Sauna Boys, and Navi's coming in very slowly. They're not making much attention with themselves. Free kill, and Example's going to be fighting outside the zone very soon. Example's going to be found, though, by Udia and the boys from Exalt.
Don't hold me up on this, but I feel like Tornado Energy has more games with 5+ kills than games without 5+ kills so far. I think they have more. I think they have more 10-point games than they have 0-point games in terms of kills.
No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
They've had so many games with 10+ kills so far. It's insane. Example finally found, but 15 kills in the 5th place for that team. That's going to be a 19-point game. They can be satisfied with.
He found 3 kills as well, so 7 kills for Exalt in the top 3 situation, and Navi is close to Sauna Boys. Jubasic is going to go down to Tab. This is perfect for Exalt to make a jump into that top 8 right now. Tem is going to be pushing on to that. Now a 2 vs 2 with Navi and Sauna Boys is going to break loose, and Exalt can reposition that and completely take advantage in the 3rd part of this last fight.
Push around the side. They need to do it right now. Monkey is looking for a kill. Uder is there to help as well. Damage being done on both sides, and once again, it's Monkey connecting headshots.
Absolutely insane here. Nuki in a good position with some cover, but the zone is moving. Oh, Udio's going to find Nuki, and Tem is down to nothing now. Navi is going to look. Oh, that's actually also Udio finding that. So it's going to be a 3 vs 2 here for Navi and Exalt. Naleb in a good position already. He's going to be found, though, by the tap.
Nade over. It's going to do damage. Is it going to take anyone down? No! 3 HP for Tab. It's 2v2, Monkey
white.
and Uda pushing forward. He knows that he has him full white. Monkey pushing the first one. He has tapped behind the tree. He knows exactly where he is. Not even going to swap over. There is the red dot, and there is the kill. 11 kills for Exalt, taking home 21 points. We said it. If you're sitting on the right side of the leaderboard, you need that 10-kill win. Well, Exalt just got 21 points in that one game.
That's nice to see. Monkey stepping up, Maleb stepping up here, and the other boys obviously also in here. 11 kills total. Nice to see. Na'Vi did something here that I was surprised to see. Them being able to sneak in here. They're getting 10 kills from them, but I feel like it's a little too late. We have 3 more games to go, and they need to have massive games on the Wrangle to try to make a jump at that top 8 here. But Exalt, very nice time for them. Inside games as well. And the leaderboard is spicing up there with the last 2 spots up for grabs.
I mean, this is where I want to call it the Na'Vi strategy, even though it's, I mean, I can't even tell you if it's them who came up with it. But the whole play passive early, then aggress, then play passive. That leads you with 6 to 9 kill wins. You don't get 15 kill wins, though.
Right.
You never get those massive games. And right now, looking at the leaderboard, that's what Na'Vi needs. I mean, they need 2 out of the next 3 games to give them at least 20 points.
Right.
And with the playstyle they're utilizing for the most part, especially on a Wrangle, I don't see them finding those 10 kills. But who knows? Na'Vi's there surprised before.
Exalt had 0 kills where he started shooting with the first one. That's actually nuts.
And then Monkey started popping off.
Yeah,
This one right here, I have no idea how they won it.
I was actually surprised that TSM managed to turn it around, as you said there.
Yeah.
That was very nice to see. I feel like Inside Games could potentially have walked away a little bit better here, but then again, it's Example stepping up massively for Tornado Energy, and Tornado Energy, they're completely solidifying themselves here in the top. They're going to be as safe as Welcome to South George and Liquid is after this one. So it's very nice to see. But Exalt, 21 points. Congratulations, boys. It's looking very good for you guys. If you can manage to roll off those punches, it's going to be nice.
That is a interesting one, and it's going to leave us at this short little break that's going to be now with quite a lot of things to think about, because we've got 3 more games coming up on Wrangle. But as I just said, there's going to be a short break before the next one starts, guys. So do us a favor, stick around, take a short break if you need it, or else stay here, because there's more PUBG coming your way.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed our short break. We are back for the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. I'm Lee Man Smith, and this is Martin Avenger Good. And I'm getting there. I'm just glazing over it now.
Close.
That was all right. It's getting there. I'm getting better at it. Getting better at it. Just like,
bad.
but we are now moving on to the final 3 rounds for the EMEA, and that is going to be 3 rounds of Erangel.
Yeah. And we have some teams still on the cusp. We have some teams that are pretty much safe at this point, but as we saw yesterday, there's still room for shake.
There's a lot of room.
And you and I, we can never count somebody out, because then they're geyonna have some crazy back-to-back and yeah.
I already counted TSM out.
Right. Okay.
I counted TSM out.
Oh, yeah, so
I did it in the last the second game.
Okay. So they're done for.
There's no way they're getting the points back in this many games. Yeah. It's like not happening. Not happening.
It's 250.
I mean, they got 8 points in the last game. They're gonna have to go mega in these next 3 rounds. Exalt, though, they absolutely could do it. That 21 points is going to put them back in the top 8 with Inside Games only picking up the 9. That's sort of the cutoff at the moment. It has been sort of the cutoff for a while between 8th and 9th place. So we'll see if anybody else can break in there. Sauna boys are on a bit of a charge today as well, so they may well get themselves a really solid spot. You can see they're on the chase. Digital Athletics now, they are in danger of slipping down with Exalt hitting that 90-point marker. We shouldn't discount the likes of FaZe and Omicron, who are slowly being dragged into this one. Inside Games 83, Sauna Boys, they're on a charge. That's 3 good rounds from them so far today. 70 points and counting.
Yeah, and obviously Inside Games have been pushed out from this one. 3 points up to Digital Athletics, and again, it's a good game from Exalt, and they can take over FaZe Clan, potentially Omicron, as you said. So if they continue this massive game style and massive kind of play style they've been having so far, I'd love to see that.
I want to put NA in context right now.
Right.
We are now on starting game 16. So we've had 15 games played.
Yeah.
Nobody's got close to shoot to kills. 161 points, I think it is, that they have. 136 was top for Team Liquid right now. But they have dominated the North American qualifiers.
But we also have a few more sponges, maybe smaller sponges, but a few more sponges here in our lobby compared to what we've seen so far from them. They have been one big sponge.
Yeah, they've been absolutely dominating it.
They can probably audition for SpongeBob SquarePants.
I think they didn't even need to play today, and they'll still qualify. I think that's how far ahead they are. But we'll see how it goes. Of course, they will be playing today. They will absolutely. That's all going to be kicking off at 11 p.m. Central European time. That will be 5 p.m. Eastern. And it is absolutely gaming weather outside, so you guys are going to want to stick with us all the way through. There's quite a few teams gone down south. Monkey, AFK, were you? I think Monkey, AFK a little bit at the start there?
Yeah, no, he's scouting.
Just scouting.
So we had a northern plane down towards the south, so we've seen these planes before give us a very good military game circle. So Monkey's just preparing, taking the cars in the north, making sure that the boys from Exalt can get in. Let's see if we get a military game. No, it's a Western, very Western. And as you said, Sounder boys have been charging very well here. If they're able to get a good game off this, they're staring straight at that 8 spot to just grab that away. But so far, we've had some good games. I'm excited for these 3-1s here. We're going to have potentially one more upset, and we're going to have 2, maybe 3 spots decided. If somebody manages to take over FaZe, who's currently sitting on just a little over 100 points.
Yeah, they're slowly being brought into this one, which surprises me. I thought most of those were pretty safe. We'll see. They're still, if you think of Sauna Boys, they're on 70. FaZe are on 106 at the moment, so they are still quite far ahead in terms, especially with just 3 rounds remaining. Inside games, though. 83, wasn't it? I think, and 86. So they're definitely closer. Yeah. One big game. I mean, it's 20 points for one big game. If you have a 16th and somebody else has a big game that's hot on your heels, suddenly you're like, what? We've just been dragged into the relegation.
Right.
Sort of promote relegation. It's not really relegation, but
outside qualifying.
Outside the qualifiers. Yeah. It's a dangerous territory. But with this circle, let's have a look. Let's have a look at where would you like to place yourself? Because sort of the edge of Quarry, sort of north side of there is the center point. What is like the best position for this, really?
So look in this circle. So we have to take one thing into account is we have a very central plane path. So the majority, when we have a western one, the majority of the kind of the pressure is going to come in from the east, and it's going to be the usual places. We're going to see south of Pochinki. We're going to see the highway north of Pochinki, and the other kind of plane path in from this is also obviously where Besiktas is. So you have to get in there somehow, and that's going to be quite easy. But where do you play from there, and where do you decide to play? So less pressure on the western side, obviously. There's nobody that's going to be able to loot there from the start. So we're going to see a few teams come in, potentially from the north, take kind of control on the west side of the coast, and then play from the west and towards the center from there. I'm expecting Navi to sweep around on the Quarry side and then come in from that side, and then maybe FaZe to follow that, or maybe push closer down towards Gatka.
Yeah. I mean, the observers are literally showing us sort of that hillside area, the compounds around the side. Yeah. All that sort of hilly area is a bunch of dips in there. A lot of teams are going to play for. We see already Team Liquid heading that way. Sauna Boys got to be careful they don't get caught out still looting while everybody else is rotating. It's starting to happen. They're probably going to go for the Harry Potter. I think that one right there, which is Nuki, is kind of circling around now.
He's going further.
Is he going to continue on?
He's going to the guard compound.
Okay, yep. Yeah. So it's the compound further along. Okay, so Team Liquid are coming over. They're going to keep on scouting. That compound is not one they're going to stop at, I don't think. I'd be surprised if they do, because it's so huge and so impossible to defend. You just can get pulled up from every angle. I think Ibby's just looting, if anything.
Yeah, he could be going off earlier. James is going to take the Harry Potter, as you talked about. Sauna Boys have sent one early. Nuki is over by the guard compound further west. And the rest of Sauna Boys are kind of joining each other there. You see Besiktas sending off very early as well. Kofes +1 is in there. And welcome to South George. Are also in here. Pog fighting with TSM in the Milta area, southwest of Milta.
Yeah, the rest of Pog are coming over the bridge right now. So TSM kind of gate camping this one. Seeing if they can pick up some free kills from the teams that headed over that way, but if they don't get them quick. Now, are they aware of Metric here? I don't know if they are.
They're clearing this house here. There's no chance they're going to 3-man clear this house unless they've heard or seen something that we didn't catch on camera. Oh, that's one. Is he going to be able to finish one off, maybe? Oh, yeah, he's opening the door. Oh, this is a spicy one. No, he has reloading with 15 bullets, so potentially not going to be able to flush this one, though. Let's see what the other guys are going to be able to do with this.
He's going to run around and flush it. That's going to be Genty gone. We'll get it down. Can't quite get the second. Brexco will finish him off, but the rest of the boys, where are they? Shushan's a long way out. He's going to hop on his bike and leave this one. I think they're just going to abandon it, but TSM are collecting points here. That's 3 downs. If they can get Shushan, that would be the team.
That would be very good.
Can you go in with that grenade?
Oh, shots are coming out. Saxus looking at this nice right peek here. Don't want to lean, though. We've seen...
Oof!
Scientists showing
so
that
close.
Off. That was close. Brexco, one more. Ooh, is that enough?
He only needs a little flick, and it's not going to quite be enough, though.
Brexco is going to have one. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's on him.
Nice. Brexco cleaning off every single angle off that one. So Sax is going to be the last one. He's going to hit, though, with the SKS. And Mini is coming out as well. Oh, Michael is pushing.
Yeah, they want this. And these are 4 points they absolutely need. I mean, they need to have literally 3 wins, I think, to get themselves into compound. Where you shoot? He's in the vehicle. There we go. Go for the reload. He's not going to get away from this one, Zacta. There's a bike coming up. That's Brexco going to finish things off as Zacta gets the knock. But Fex and Brexco, they should finish this one off unless it goes really pear-shaped. And that, I think they're realizing that. It's like, let's just get the revive just to secure it.
Not really, I think, fully here where Zacta's kind of jiggling here around.
It's gone back into the gas station, so they're kind of unaware.
Yeah, but Mazik is giving information, so he's going to finish him off. Well played there. Now Zacta is alone versus TSM. Smoke has been deployed. Ooh, he's close. Oh, he's going to be laying down there. He's going to be able to finish him off as well, maybe.
No, no. Finally gets him down.
They could not
flush?
lose
No, he didn't
more.
get the flush. Okay.
No. So there are 3 guys alive. Losing 1 was unfortunate. They should not have had that when there were 3 guys in the compound.
They lost Gemty, and they've had 2 knocked in that process as well. Nookie, though. Nookie went in here earlier on, and now Omicron have completely surrounded him. It's after all, sorry.
Yeah, the color's the same on local. But they've pushed up with that. Wait, Skuzia, they're taking some shots, though. That is Liquid firing upon them. They have found an AWM early, so that's full level 3 gear for them. But Nookie, he's just waiting for some backup here. Looks like Sound Boys, they are waiting over by the Godka and the Chopstick area instead, so he's going to be all alone, caught in the midst of this.
FaZe playing it very safe. They've come over from the island. I don't know whether they took the boat over, actually. I got a feeling they may have. They're looking for vehicles at the moment.
Yeah, on the southwest. And they're in Primorsk and stuff, so they're very far southwest. This is completely
what is happening here? Exalt inside. Again, 2 teams fighting for position at the moment, fighting for placements.
Oh, no.
They're being forced north by Blaze. Everybody's sort of forced north into each other, and it's inside that are out the vehicles, actually. Just sort of at the barns area at the moment. They should be safe up that way. They're surprised if there's any sort of trades between them. I think, looking at Exalt, they were kind of mid-trading meds and stuff.
Yeah, they were waiting for the next circle to happen and shift to happen. Now they're repositioning cars, and it's 9 points different versus 2 of these teams, so if they could catch each other off, that'd be good. Tornado Energy, though, they are looking down the eyes of Unique, but Helia is moving out. It's going to go to Millman. It's going to go off from this position, which is a good call. Okay, Surge's going to close here. Let's see what's going to happen. Going to get something crazy. We're going to have a very southern one. And Phosphase and 80 is most likely going to move here. They're probably going to take a early quarry position with that. But Salt is hunting down inside games, trying to pop out Pixel. That's not the way you want to go out today here at Pixel. I'm just going to continue driving away here. They're trying to chase. They're getting happy after how they were able to take this win from the last game. Now look at the big migration coming in from all over. Unique.
Worked great for FaZe, didn't it? That did.
That worked out really well for them, yeah. But they're actually taking a somewhat defensive. I was expecting them to see them some maybe quarry, but they're deciding to take the hill. So Gustav is there. He's taking the hill for information.
I'm surprised Uber doesn't go for that compound that's head on, because it's quite a strong position in and around there. You've got that sort of ridge line as well.
Right.
You can work with, but I
mean,
they know that they know there's nothing behind them. We were talking about it earlier. They can pendulum either way. They can swing whichever way. They know there's nothing to Primorsk. There's nothing behind them. Fuzz is just having a little check at the beach right now to see, making sure there's nobody else that's coming down the west side, and make sure that FaZe have the entirety of this sort of slice to themselves. but Omicron coming down. Welcome to South George. Looks like they're going to get out with just one knock there from the Sauna boys, who are continuing to chase for places, and Fuzz does see Omicron coming down on that western road.
I don't know, it kind of feels like a little trap, though, because Fuzzface is so far out on the edge that he kind of pushes them in towards where they want him, and that means they're going to drive further down and probably go down to 80 and further towards Uber as well. Could be some nice position. Digitalytics and Inside Games, again, two teams that are fighting for qualifying here.
Sixmo having to heal himself up. Inside Games well outside the circle, way up north by Gatkaway. Not even remotely close. Inside Games, I mean, they've just had the blazing battle in the streets of Pachinki with Exalt. They've got away from that one, thinking they're safe, and now straight into DA, who, for whatever reason, are still sitting way out north. I don't really know why. Metralia's trying for the roll-up. Stealthy. Is it just going to be a pickup? Or are they going to go for there? They want the kills. They want the kills.
Trying to fight this, though. Inside Games, Pixel have moved out already. Free kill and 3 other guys in the same vehicle is going to be trying to get away from this. Cayman's going to take down Mise from Sauna Boys. Finish him off as well. Not good for Sauna Boys. This is literally their home turf circle. They should have had a better position off this. Not letting 3 guys staying at the chopstick compound. Uber's going to find Vasco from Oaken, and the trap might have worked. If this was a trap, it is looking to work very well for them.
Yeah, because so, as you can see from the map, it was Fuzz that sort of harried them. Then they went down to 80, and then they pushed up onto that hill, and Uber is ready to pounce on them, but Omicron, sees T-Bone off the side, can't stick the spray. T-Bone comes out on top with just 4 bullets and 13 health remaining. He's going to try and get it off, but Metabeat steals it away.
He's like, yoink, mine now. And Besiktas is on a good spot to put some pressure on to Omicron here.
TSM.
Now FaZe is going to reposition.
They've lost Brexco as well. They're down to 2 TSM again. It's really not been their weekend, has it? Blaze and Tornado Energy both have them sort of locked out on the edge side of the circle. DA coming in from the north, slowly working their way down as T-Bone also gets finished off. So Omicron down to 2, and it goes to the quarry. Team Liquid have prime position. They're sitting at the top of the table as well. It's looking golden for them.
Yeah, they're looking very good right now. They have a great split as well. Greedy, but great split, taking control of the majority of Quarry. James is on the southeastern side of Quarry, putting some pressure onto Senya, who's coming in alone. The rest of the guys from Navi's pushing in as well. They're trying to take this little Harry Potter that is inside. They're managing to do that, but it's kind of not such a good position to take with a full team. Let's see how well they can infiltrate Curry, though.
James just tucked in against the rocks. Knows that Navi have come nearby. TSM locked out side. Apocalypse in the blue. Wants to get to the rest of his team, but they're all sort of stuck way out on the far side of the blue as well. DA continuing their rotate around the north side. They're going to come in near the Sauna Boys once again at that Harry Potter. Fex will confirm the kill on Lipsin. All important points for these teams fighting for position down the bottom. Tornado Energy, they don't need anything. They're on second place, 134 points. Very much secure at the top half of the table.
And they're just gatekeeping right now. They hear kills, they hear points, they hear a chance to gatekeep and potentially mess up the game for the other guys that potentially could be chasing here. Blaze is not chasing. TSM is neither. They're currently very far behind right now.
DA are sending it. DA are doing what DA do best. They're sending it for the quarry. Coming down straight from the north, dead center, up to the quarry hill. And the question is, will they bump into Team Liquid or Na'Vi? Metralius pulls up, smokes go down, everybody locks their position, and then they just start to scout.
I don't care what people say, but DA has some insane macro and insights of what's going to be open in third phases, fourth phases. Able to get into a central position without too much, losing too many people in rotation is just so crucial here. 4 guys live currently in a really good position in the quarry. If they're able to push back a little bit towards to potentially Na'Vi and Liquid, they could survive this. But Ward is going to find Shiv, and Jell is going to find Danimon. Exal's on the eastern side, and TSM is now coming in towards Udyr. Can Udyr hear this? Can maybe get a few kills?
Look at the wide spread of Welcome to South George. They are from the north compound all the way down. Udyr, TSM coming across the fields. They weren't expecting that. And Udyr, well, it's going to be getting away with it. Tries to toss it and predict the drop down the back there, but he doesn't go for it. Now he's got to be careful because the shot's coming from the hillside.
Monkey.
And he lives with 14 health.
We're down so low now. Exalt is going to come back for this. They see these potentially free kills right now. Senya's going to find James and finish him off. EB's going to find Matrelius. Kimba's going to go on to Welcome to South George. Oh, that's some nice shots from Monkey. Again, a headshot and a body shot. It's going to finish him off or put him on his knees.
Fantastic stuff. Team Liquid, they're trying to move on DA. You saw James go down. He was always sort of split from the rest of his team as Vex does get Udyr. But now K-Mine strikes. Now DA are in trouble. They're starting to get picked apart. They haven't got the safety. They're only in 2 shacks. That's just Mert and Sixmo might try and get... Oh, no, the nade's going to come straight down. How did that not get them?
Oh, it was on a perfect camera angle for it to be very far away. It was nice to see, though. Good nade, good information. Welcome to Sargent pushing in. Siktas here on the other side is putting some pressure actually on Omak, and they're suffering right now. Ival is going to try to get Page up maybe. And they're throwing some smokes here to get maybe Metabay up. Example's going to find Rip and Unique. They're outside the zone. They had to make a move a bit earlier here. I feel like it's kind of too late now. If they try to pull up behind maybe Na'Vi, they could potentially play just east of them on this little ridge here and then try to play uphill down towards Welcome to South George.
So this is an interesting one because I feel this is going to pull away from the quarry. I feel this is going to pull up.
Oh, in the swamp area, maybe? Yeah, I would like to see that, actually. I like that.
I feel it might do. I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, the wall is sort of it. We've seen it pull over to the fields where FaZe is at the moment as well before.
Right.
Sort of dig down into the southwestern corner. We'll see where it goes. Obviously, that's where FaZe is sitting right now. Team Liquid happy on the quarry wall. They've got Ibi down low in the compound as well. So they kind of have both bases covered off. Very greedy split for them. Welcome to South George slowly accommodating. You can see the kill feed. That is Besiktas being picked off. Unique chasing points. Ival all on alone at the moment. Here comes Page to help him out as Lazar's in there. I don't know if he knows. I mean, I assume he knows Lazar's in there. Must have heard him yet. Look at Page. He's cooking the nades looking for him.
That's the wrong place, though. He's in the shack. Ival, you must have an idea.
Oh, Ival's got no idea.
No, Lazar's he's chilling. They're going to clear this house together.
And then they're going to the shack.
And then they're going to go in the shack.
Okay, he's going to pop. Yeah, Ival's popping a flash in the other side. And no.
Oh, that's the reload. Return the cover. Laza, he's going to try to... No. Laza's down to 2 HP. Page, can you do this? Well, they're going to be able to save Ival here off this. Oh, he's going to push in aggressively. Nice. Oh my God, Laza!
2 hit points!
Are you kidding me? That was insane.
What? Oh, and you know what? Honestly, Page is probably one of the highest fraggers there's been so far. There, though, is a big nade. Actually, it's a car explosion with the nade. So Shiv must have predicted them coming in and pre-naded the spot where they were pulling up.
Very well played by Exol there. Managing to get 3 more kills. They're looking very good now. Play With Me is the last player from Unique there. Probably also going to be able to finish them off, though. But Welcome to Sargent to come in on the northern side. Nates are coming in. That's a good nade to clear the door, but it's not going to do much more than that. Monkey, nice timing there. He knows that you can't throw nades that fast, so he's going to go out just with that. He's going to probably get caught out with Play With Me. No! But now the help is going to be coming in.
That was not Play With Me that caught the shot either. That was Tornado Energy's yellow blip marker that hit him. Oh! Though Jevles finds him from, I don't even know where. That's way down the coastline.
Oh, yeah. All right, FaZe Clan just outside the quarry. They have a really good position here. They can make something happen potentially to secure themselves further. K-Man's going to find Laza.
Problem for FaZe Clan is they have After All now coming around the quarry wall towards them. Oh, this is so good for Team Liquid. DA, look at that. There's 6th sense of sending it.
Yeah.
Sixmo's 6th sense, you could say.
I think that's why he's called Sixmo.
Yeah, because he's got that 6th sense and he sends it, and they've got that. It's not the greatest cover. There's no doubt about it, but they're in the dead center. They're in the dead center again.
Welcome to Sargos also have an immense amount of control on the eastern side, so they're also going to have a great game. The question is, how are they going to deal with Exalt? Na'Vi and Besiktas have to fight as well, but on the northwest, D-Man, Inside Games and Sauna Boys, 2 teams that potentially could be fighting and vying for that 8th and 7th spot. Yeah,
Inside Games need all the points they can get. Sauna Boys, they were down at 70 points, so they're still on a heavy chase. It's not looking likely they're going to catch it. Inside Games could pick up some vital points here. Timmy, the last man standing, separated. How many nades do you want to throw at one man? Yevles cut off. Exalt, they're the other team. Sort of both sides, Inside Games and Exalt, either sides of the map right now, but both chasing the points. But look what's coming over on the western side. Tornado Energy flanking her right around the back of Inside Games. They're going to be caught out unawares.
And it's lovely that it's coming from the west. The tornado's coming from the west. There's a hurricane basically coming from the west right now as well. And the rest of Europe, Inside Games caught in the middle of this sandwich. Temes, the last player, I just said, let's see if Inside Games is going to be able to do something. It's a very lovely swarm barrier.
Look at this close, though. Look at the net coming in from Tornado. They're slowly all moving in as one big wave. Odd Stolovac's going to be the first man they see. They have a nice little cover position from tree to tree, working the way through. Inside Games are going to kind of be caught off guard by this one, and they are. Odd Stolovac goes down. Now, Melman actually got knocked in the back there by Team Liquid. They weren't expecting that. FaZe, though, they catch after all. They weren't caught off guard. They've got themselves a quick double knock.
Damn it. He's going to find Sampeak. He's going to go down. Free Killer's going to see him and probably finish him off. Yeah. And now more shots are coming in. Combat Trash, the last player of Tornado Energy. He has to heal immediately. Now Pixel with a Grossa. He's going to have to finish off the fight here.
FaZe with 2 down. FuzzFace, the last man standing for FaZe Clan. They've been finished off after all. I tell you what, they have been doing work this weekend as FaZe Clan will go down to 1. Fuzz is gone. He's managed to get away with it, but he's going straight towards Team Liquid.
Yeah, and they actually had a really good opening on after all, so them being able to recover there is actually very impressive.
They've got all 4 back on their feet as well. They didn't get a single man flushed. Incredible stuff. Pixelic just making a run from rock to rock. He's inside. He's got Compot Trash coming in behind him, and I think he got that tier 3 gear en route.
Yeah, Combat Trash has he's going to be tanking a lot. The next circle that closes is going to pump up even more damage. He might not survive that. We'll see what that's going to happen. Pixel is most likely going to finish him, or the zone is going to get him, as we see here. So Tornado down in 10th.
Straight on DA.
Yeah. EP and the boys from Liquid, they're actually in a really good spot here. High ground position. They can keep out after ult. We have Besiktas in the south. They have to push somehow and try to get into Na'Vi. Navi's actually holding a really good position here in the south. Welcome to South George. They're looking very good. 3 guys alive. 2 guys are clearing the northeastern side. And then we have Shiv, the last player from Exalt. And he's going to try to make something happen, try to get more points out of this. He has 6 kills so far, Exalt. By far the most in this current game. But he has not yet reached the placement points. One more team has to go down for that to happen.
After all, trying to commit. They're falling into the quarry. And now everybody takes shots on them. Na'Vi see them. They get the first knock in there. Wade tries to drop down. Will survive.
Wow.
He's safe. Managed to hit the rock just about. Sort of vaulting his way down there. Inside Games do go down. So it's a 9th place for them. Just outside the placements as they get peppered. But after all, well, there was only one option for them. They either run into Team Liquid or they go over the quarry. And sadly for them, there's a lot of eyes staring at that silhouetted players coming over the ridge.
She's going to be taking down that 6 sold out with 6 kills and a placement point. So 7 points total for them. It's a decent amount of points here, but they need to get more to solidify their position in the top 8. Welcome Sargent here. 2 kills so far, and they can move even further. Samji's already dead center in the circle, or close to it at least, and has a really good standing in there. Waits though. 2 guys left for after ult here, man. Can they make something happen? Dannyman's on the north, and Phosphate is still alive as well. He's hawking the edges of this rock position here. Liquid, they are fully aware of something going down in this position. Let's see how long Phosphate can survive this.
Just hugging as tightly as he can. But he will need to move. Welcome to South George, still with 3 alive as well on the precipice that Team Liquid, while they're dealing with this, they have to try and push into Welcome to South George, but not just yet. Their compound is still inside the next circle. Na'Vi, of course, still with the 4 alive. They need all the points they can get, but the problem is when you have a finish like this quarry finishes, generally you're not going to have those monster kill games because it's just this team kills this team, then the next team kills the next team, and stuff like, and so on and so on. So nobody has these massive 10+ kill games. It's just sort of like 6 kills spread across.
Anyone's going to go down to the circle, so Waits is the last player from after all. If he goes down as well, that will be 1 more point secured for Phosphates at least, and everybody else in the lobby. Waits has secured a better position currently. Xiong, though, sees K-Mine. He's disciplined enough to not take shots before he's sure that he can flush as well. Not connecting all of them yet, though. Nades are coming out. That's a nice counter nade for that. That could bounce far enough. Nope. He's not going to find Iroh. Not long enough. He didn't play baseball.
Great circle for Na'Vi, though. It's falling down into the quarry edge. Everybody on the sides is really having to push forward. Ibi trying to use the ridge line to get his vision that he can. Fuzzy's still out there. They've kind of given up on him at the moment and started to push forward, realizing they need the position now. It's Team Liquid that have to try and make the play.
Yeah, Yevlis is hiding over there by the bricks and some of the debris over there. Waits is in there as well. So depending on how well and how aware that Na'Vi is, they could potentially pick up 2 more kills and try to make a run for it. Again, they are kind of close. They were kind of close to Sound Boy. So if they make this happen, if they get a good game here with a certain amount of kills, they will be kind of close to being able to make it into the top 8, depending on how everybody else makes it, though. Mexi trying to push deeper into the quarry on kind of the ground floor. 6-man smash, they're literally in the best hiding spot you could potentially imagine in this current zone.
So dirty under the stairwell. The little trolls waiting to strike. Fuzz, it's time to go. He's on the move. The blue's on his back, and he's going to use Team Liquid to cover his approach. They've got safely down the ridge line. Welcome to South Georgia, the team that's still up on high, and they see Fuzz in the distance. Miraku should convert the shots here. Fuzz has realized he's going to back away, and he's going to try and take the fight on itself and see if he can secure any more points, because there's no way up that hill at the moment in his current state.
Miraku's going to chuck a nade at him, potentially get that kill. K-Mod's going to go on to Senya. That is actually Liquid losing 2. Let's see if they can do something about that. Phosphate probably going to go out to the circle here. He's going to get the first aid off. No, nades are coming out. Shots are coming out as well. He's surviving very well here, but Iro's going to find it with the nade. Waits is going to go down before him, so he gets 1 more point for that. Faceland down in 6th and After All down in 7th. Mexi, K-Man, and EP actually managed to rest each other here, so they are able to push in further and potentially get further. Look at this. Javel's in a really good hiding spot with all the debris and rocks here.
That was a tight res as well. K-Mine was on next to nothing. He was a red all the way down, so he managed to catch him. Na'Vi gifted a crate and gifted the circle. And D8, man, that phase 3, phase 4 movements they do, just send it. It works so often. It's incredible how it works out. K-Mine's gone this time. He's already in trouble before. And it will be stolen away by Welcome to South
He can
George.
see them. Samty can potentially see
through the little stairs.
If he looked on the right, I kind of felt like he could see it. Yeah, okay, so he can see him, but he
hasn't realized that somebody's under
they're inside
there,
the next circle, so DA is inside. They're not going to do anything about this, but because they could play behind them with a shield. They have 0 kills, but they're chucking up the placement points, and it potentially could third-party the last fight. So let's see how well they do that. It is it's a special playstyle, but they're currently sitting on 8th, so they could make something happen here. With 0 kills, they have 86 points before this game. Exalt had a decent game, so they're extending the lead with them there. Samty and the boys from Welcome to South George, they do have 5 kills and are in a decent position to move in as well.
Yeah, their points are very secure as well. Na'Vi want all they can get, though. This is a chance to shine for them. So many points required for Na'Vi. Looks like they're very unlikely to be at GLL Season 4, but we'll see. Don't write them off yet. They've got 6 kills and counting as they go hunting now as they move into the circle. 5 for Welcome to South George. Grenade doesn't quite get Yevles down. And do they realize? He's literally crawling right in them. He's about to crawl right on top of them. Smash.
Oh my God. No way. No way.
No, Samty.
The discipline, the trick of discipline here is just insane. Oh my God, he has no idea. Absolutely 0 idea that this is even a playable spot for 2 players. It's not just 1, it's 2, 6 more. And Smash is chilling. He's going to stand up. Now they're going to push the first one. That's 1. That's taking down 2. Are they going to take all of them? Is it insane? Well played by Digital Lytics. 3 kills and securing themselves a top 4. Wow.
That is so harsh, but it's so good to watch. Oh my word. The snakes, the double snakes strike. And that catches Welcome to South George way off guard. They were not expecting that. Na'Vi are moving in. They're being big. They're being brash. Their 4-man push, trying to catch DA off guard. They get smashed. Sixmo's the next man to try and come down out of the shacks. Kemba's nade straight on top of Imba. Ibi is not quite going to catch far enough though. The second one from Mexi is still not far enough. Ibi takes some shots. Yevles gets a little peek over the side. Senyu's keeping an eye on Sixmo. Kemba's trying to get up on high and deal with them. That's going to bounce off the bank onto Ibi. Beautifully done. Yevles goes down to Mexi. Mexi will go down as well. Team Liquid fall and Kemba take it. Fantastic stuff. It's a win for Na'Vi. It's been a long time coming. It is going to be 19 vital points for the boys in yellow.
Yeah, this is very nice to see. Very nice to follow from this. And they're actually going to push themselves up into in a striking distance to the top 8. So very nice to see. But Digital Analytics, D-Man, 3 kills, 2nd place. That's 9 points for them. Also very needed for their fare in here to the qualifier.
Absolutely. And you think of them, think of the move, the play, the balls to just drive up, get unaffected, pull up, pop the smokes. Everybody knew what they're doing. It's the standard, tried and tested. They did lose 2 eventually when Team Liquid and Welcome to South George moved on them. And it was ironic that Welcome to South George were the ones that backed away first. Team Liquid tried to put a pressure on them. They kind of both backed away. You can't leave a team like that. They're going to strike you, and Welcome to South George were the ones that paid the price. Luckily for them, they're not in this desperation situation of chasing points.
No, but here at the start with TSM losing one early and the fight with Pog. Pog has been, they've had some decent games here and there, but unfortunately not good enough for them to put themselves into a top situation. Nice shots from Welcome to South George, but I gotta say, that sent it to the middle, and basically the rest of the lobby completely forgot where DA were. They had no idea where they were at all. Lhasa with 4 hit points here, taking down Page with a really nice angled spray. And FaZe and the guys from FaZe are going to down as well. They did get a fair amount of placement points and kills, especially like nice shots there to K-Mine. But this execution, 2 kills from Smash. And meanwhile, Sixmo on the other angle taking down Shong, a.k.a. Samty.
That nade, pinpoint, but look at that. Banked off the back. Ibis like, oh no, run! And then again, caught on the hop. Fantastic stuff. So Navi picked themselves up their first victory of the qualifiers. Is it going to be enough? I'm not too sure. They're still going to have a monster performances. But there's 2 more games to go before we crown the top 8. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GLL Season 4 Regional Qualifiers. I'm Lee Demon-Smith, and this is Toby. And joining us on the desk is also Digital Athletics.
Should we do a player interview just before the game starts? I feel like part of Harry Potter now. Stare the snake in the eye, and you will join. This is scary. Now I understand how WTSG feels. Don't look them in the eye; they will kill you. They'll kill you.
Oh man alive! They executed it so well.
They did.
They
did.
And like you said it yourself, we just came down. We were kind of semi-expecting, like suddenly Samty turns around and goes, "Oh, kills both."
There. Bloop.
Yeah, or just secretly saw them outside and just pops that nade down.
I wrote, if you throw a nade under the staircase, there's 2 kills waiting for you. But thank you, DA, for not letting that happen. This was what we wanted to see them do against Liquid on Miramar.
Those 9 points.
Do something.
Those 9 points could be massive. Like it's
huge.
Secured them. Let's have a look at the scores, because those 9 points they just picked up there. We'll see how it progresses with just 2 games to go. Then 9 points could have just maybe booked themselves a place in the finals here. We'll see. With Inside Games picking up only 4, Exalt getting 7. They are gaining advantages as they go. Na'Vi, that 19 points has just given them a lifeline with 2 games to go of a chance to make it through. TSM, 6 points, not enough unfortunately for them. They did get the kills early on at the start, but again, they were losing members as we go. But look at this now. Look at this scoreboard. 96 points for they just got 9 points in that game, and that puts them safely ahead of Inside Games. I wouldn't say safe. It's a long way from safe, because 81 points Na'Vi. They're still only 14 points behind now with 2 games to go. It is totally possible. Inside Games, they're playing it safe, I feel now. They're picking up about 6 kills a game, but they need to get that tempo going a bit quicker. But I think I was about to say Omicron and FaZe are safe. I'm not still sure because 108 feels like it's in reaching distance with a 20-point win.
Do you remember what we talked about on day one when Omarken was just light years ahead of everyone else?
Yeah.
How we said you need, like, this is
Thank
your
God
proving
Paige
ground.
had that
Can
performance on day one.
That's what I'm saying. This is what we were talking about. Can you keep on playing like this for 18 games? Because that's the proving ground, right?
Shoot to kill can.
Well, yes.
It seems that nobody else can.
They're very unstoppable.
And by the way, it's still nobody passed that 161-point marker, have they? That Shoot to Kill currently have.
This is actually a military circle.
In the North American after 12 games. It's incredible stuff. That's all going to be kicking off at 11 o'clock. But for now, we have 2 more rounds remaining to find our 11 players that will move through. 11 players? 12 teams, 8 of them being from the EMEA region, that will qualify through. We have Pog and Besiktas down onto Sosnovka, and Unique have adjusted. They've gone back to Prim, and we'll see how the teams shake out.
It's really been interesting.
I feel like Team Liquid have gone a bit darker. they've gone black.
color changes happening from game to game.
The blues have gone a bit darker.
I feel like Omarken is going to be an interesting team to follow here because they are a team who unfortunately tend to fall short.
Are they
sometimes.
clashing in
I was just going to say they are going to fly right next to each other, and well, if you're after all, you want to eliminate them fast. Nope, no, it's not a military circle. Northwestern one.
Yep.
And WC's team, you might as well just go to South George.
Yeah, we've had a portion of Sosnovka circles. I feel for the qualifiers.
Yes,
we don't need.
Yesterday
too
was
many.
only.
Yeah, it was.
Sosnovkas. Yeah, exactly. True.
So we've had enough of those. So Omicron. I mean, Yaz is big enough that you can split it
Easily.
I think Wade's in between the two Omicron players. I think it's Wade that's in there.
There's one of them.
Catch.
He's
got Danimon as well with him. Oh no, T-Bone.
Danny doesn't have any loot though.
T-Bone doesn't have any meds. Danimon's going to seem quite as clear as day. Oh,
what would you
no!
rather? I was just going to ask, what would you rather, have no meds and a gun, or have HP but no weapon?
Yeah, with 11
one bullet.
Oh,
the timing! Oh, T-Bone stays alive, and had he gone down early here, them getting a flush, maybe losing one more. You see him tagged up now. Had this been the Omarken start to the second to last game in 6th place currently, but down to 2 players this early, I'd be looking at Paige and be like, can you do this again, please?
He's got a nade. He's found a nade. He's cooking it. Where are you going to throw it? Okay. Nowhere. He's going to go for a bit of a close quarters. Wants to try and push him, and he does.
3-man peeking this one. I like that Paige, as soon as he got knocked, pretty much in the animation that he got knocked through, managed to get around the corner. Oh my lord. Please don't run into this. They're sending it through. They're running. Oh no, don't run back down, Vasco! Oh, that was a close one, and I think he knows. His ears are ringing right now, that's for sure.
He's like, yeah, I'm not
I'm not going back up those stairs anytime soon.
I'm not going back up there.
Oh, that was
He's
close.
got support now. 3-man push. Here we go. By the numbers, all 4 of them piling up.
Saiga.
One by one. Gets 1, gets 2. Oh, no, quite going to be enough.
He got the flush.
Yeah, he got Vasco flush. Oh, that's dirty.
That is... I mean, okay, so right now, Omarken, they're in. That's the thing, right? Right now, they're in, and they are... You want to say they're safe.
You say they're in. They're on 108. They are in, but they're not safe. 108 along with FaZe.
Exactly. They're in, but not safe. And losing one early here is going to be scary because A, they have they have a rotation to make to the west to get to that circle, and B, they won't be getting into a spot off of where they are right now, which is going to be worth a whole lot to them. Now, I like to see this rotation from Team Liquid. This is not a compound. This is not a Liquid compound by any means. They rarely ever go to play here because this is a spot that we've seen teams like Sauna Boys actually play around before they play this one. And they play I call it the twin compound, just on the northwest side of the compound that you see Liquid in right now. They'd actually opt to go in that twin compound more often than they like Sauna Boys, where they are Liquid. So great to see them go up and take center control early. They do rotate early most oftenly, but they rarely ever commit to compounds early. So this is a nice little 2-way split Liquid's got going. See them right now on your screens.
Yeah, it's just, to be fair, Team Liquid normally commit to the mountain at this point.
They've been up there before, yes, for sure.
They've made a change. They've made a change. They would normally commit to the mountain. This time they're going splitting across the 2 compounds, it seems. So, well,
you'd be wrong not to make changes,
because
right?
they're going to get surrounded. Sauna Boys are coming in for that compound, aren't they?
If you're not going to make any changes, you wouldn't be swapping players to begin with.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the reason you make the... If you change
style.
That's what we've seen before, too. People trying to change players, but continue to play the exact same PUBG they did before when it wasn't working.
So what was the point
what was the idea? The idea of changing the player is not only the fact that it's a physically other person there, it's also different insights coming in and different new kind of knowledge being able to brought to the battle room when they're prepping for the games to come.
So DA still need a few points here. Exalt still desperate for points. I feel that's why Exalt are looking at DA here. This is very unusual. You'd see someone up in his tower, water towers. It's so rare that you'd see this in a pro game.
DA is they're finally like
he's looking for welcome to South Georgia.
He's scouting. He's looking for anything I think right now. Free kill. Oh my lord, if you're up.
He missed. Oh, Fuzz does a headshot. Free kill does go down, though, from 8 seats, so the backup fire was there. It was yet to be flushed out, by the way, so there's a chance they could come and rescue him.
Oh,
Inside Games, of course, need all the points they can. That's a headshot on Gustav. Forces him to back away.
I brought out the female in my voice there for a second. That was a 1-pixel headshot.
These are massive. Like, IG need the points. FaZe need the points.
They do. Coming in absolutely clutch in this situation. Uba, he's going to get taken out. 8C falling just any second now.
The thing is, this is all happening over at Mansion. This is miles outside the circle.
Yes.
There's no reason for...
This is FaZe wanting to rotate north from Milta Power. And Inside Games not being ready to move yet. They were still looting, and FaZe didn't time it right. Yeah,
FaZe, well, the two alive, the Gustav and Fuzz, they're just thinking, let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
For Inside Games, great. They've picked up 2 more points already.
Yes.
They're looking to just keep their average up. They need to still chase because they are in their 9th spot at the moment.
The question here is, though, if you're in the position they're in right now, do you want... I mean, okay, let's say you actually had a choice. Would you want those 2 points guaranteed early at the loss of a player when you only have 2 games left to play? Or would you say, we don't want those 2 kills, let's just keep all 4 alive, and then that can accumulate to even more later on?
I mean... 2
it's
points
a tough,
2 points.
It is
a toughie because you always want 4 alive.
You really want 4 alive, exactly.
The fact is they haven't got that option. They haven't got that choice. He was already gone. There is a chance that Pog run into them now because they've been delayed, and Pog are going to be surprised because they're coming off a Novo and thinking, why is there a team still here coming out of Mansion? It's like, what in the world?
Now Omar can stops up by shooting range to do it a little more, and then FaZe runs into them again. Like, come on, guys, where are you going?
yeah. I was like, why are you up here?
The most asked question in PUBG. What is he doing there?
I mean, like even in the Counter-Strike worlds right now, obviously complexity surprising people, and a lot of the pro teams are saying it's because they're playing random. And that's kind of what's happening at the moment. Some of these fresher idea teams, some of these guys have been grinding out match after match after match in the PEL for the year, and they're so set in the paths that this team's going to do this team's going to do this team's going to do this. This is the first weekend of competitive gaming. Sure, we've had all the scrims, but people sometimes don't play it quite as they should in scrims. Now we're seeing the real McCoy, and then you know what? FaZe are going to run into Amakan here. Look at this. They're going straight into the crossroads and the top there.
Yep, I saw that happening. FaZe usually rotates this northern side. Like, when they do go north, and obviously they won't go around Stalpa this time, but they are actually going to get... They're going to be so confused. If Gustav spins out now, he's going to be pissed. Understandably so. And Gustav is a guy with a good temper. Like, he rarely ever full tilts, but keep it under control, Gustavs! Don't use A or D at all. Just go straight until you're up top of that hill. Vehicle on fire. T-Bone, only one with vision, has to reload. Page is sending it.
Come in.
Or maybe sending it is an overdoing because he's silent pulling up right now, but he does have level 3 key.
Yeah, he's ahead of them. He's ahead of them. They're coming towards him. So he's just waiting to see where they're going to come from.
It's a race!
Pog and DA. It's like Mad Max along the top here. Look at the circle shift. That's why, because the circle shift has gone up to Georgia Pol. What on earth? It's a big northern shift. It's problematic.
The car's on fire. They're both inside it.
Gustav's had to bail. Fuzz has had to bail, and Page switches to an Olm. Oh my word, that was so close.
He hit him. They're both low.
Did he catch?
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I thought it wasn't. H, you're
With the 3
This
times.
is so scary. This is so scary. The
Both
teammates need to come
teams
help
on
them. They're
108
coming.
points, by the way.
Exactly,
So both
they're
these,
tied.
they need the points for this, and this is
Jesus
disastrous for FaZe because they
Christ.
are on the edge of the circle here, but just don't expect to be getting caught and embroiled in a battle like this right now. Omicron, all
He's
forces
dead. He's
now
dead. He's
coming
dead.
this way. That grenade's putting bad damage on the back. Fuzz gets paged down, but Ivil comes in. And now the flush should be coming around the side as Omicron will surround the last man of Gustav.
You want to say this is where Gustav goes down, but he still has the distance. He has a way of isolating this into 1v1 fights. I want to see Ivil prevail here, though. I really want to see Ivil play this one smart and get the kill. Don't over-aggress, just play it 2v1.
He's too much in the open. He realizes he's getting pushed, so he's being careful that Gustav doesn't come directly at him, but I'm not too sure if he realizes he's gone so far to the left. Now he kind of suspects it, I feel. Looking across, he's got cover fire coming from the side. T-Bone slowly coming up to help him out here, but
T-Bone is still far off. Like, he's trying to play below. And
Gustav's just tracking
Gustav's
those
got
nades.
him.
He knows exactly where he's coming from.
He's got him figured out.
Here comes T-Bone. You hear the bike come in, Gustav.
You see him on the tree?
Now he sees the car, so he knows that he's down back there.
There is so much on the line in this one. If he can somehow do this, he might even be able to get busted up. But no, I would assume that he's
trying to disengage.
Yeah, he wants to get away from this. There's too much at risk. Having said that, he spotted Ivil.
Yep.
Oh, 4x control, only able to get him down to half HP. One more connected. Now T-Bone from the side. Tags up Gustav too. He has to make a run for it, but Ivil, fortunately for Gustav, is healing. Because that would have been Gustav miles out in the open.
While that's happening, Exalt and TSM have clashed just where FaZe and Omicron were at the same crossroads. Brexico gets himself a bunch of kills with that grenade. Exalt gifting points across the TSM. They're not really in a chance to change TSM, but Exalt were, and that's a big loss for them.
You have to think that Inside Games are sitting somewhere pretty satisfied looking at that kill feed, seeing Exalt players falling down. As to speak, Naleb trying to make a run for it now. He is, he's very, very isolated from both the circle and anyone else because he is the last living member of the team.
Yeah, that circle shift was an absolute kicker. We had this the other day, didn't
Shiv is
we?
alive north. Shiv is alive north.
Yeah, he carried on. They were passing through crossroads and got caught by a TSM. But we had this circle shift the other day. It did end up going north. This could still go down south. It could still go down there. Navi are kind of banking on it. They're just sitting down here along with the Sauna boys at Crates, sitting on the mountain and just thinking, okay, well, let's see. This is very much I would say a 55 to 45 maybe.
Oh, okay.
And it does go north. There we go. So Inside Games, a team that are hot on the 8th spot right now, absolutely in a crucial point. If they can find themselves a good spot, the crash site is just ahead of them, which would be, I would assume, the prime spot they'd look towards. They're just scouting out at the moment. Omicron are going to beat them to it, I think.
This is going to be... look at the eastern side. How often do you see teams, TSM, Exalt, Tornado Energy, all miles out? You have WSG trying to wrap around on the eastern side. Makes perfect sense. You've got to have an entry point to that. You can call it plane crash forest. When you reach a point where you don't want to use vehicles anymore. And shift, left, right, up, down, jump, duck, weave. Well, it's working. That's a strategy. Just press all the buttons and hope that no one hits you. But where do you go from there?
Well, Navi are going to go over the west bridge of George. They're going to bump into the backside of Uniqueness, likely. Team Liquid, they're in a relatively happy place because they have the single main compound that's within the circle. Of course, they don't need the points. Welcome to South George, getting caught out by Blaze. Just coming out of the Rozok bridge. That's going to be Samty gone. Should be finished off in just a second.
Yeah.
As Laza does secure it. Apocalypse trying to find Var, but he's getting shot, peppered from across the river.
That's a good angle from Miracle, trying to hold from over on the other side, feeding info across as well. Vard able to get Apocalypse down. Laza has been called out as well. He has a little tree to work with, but Miracle is pinning him down, and that should allow for the remaining WGS players to push up.
Sauna boys are coming in. They've just come out of the crates, and now they're coming right in behind this fight. There you go. You can look at the minimap. Here comes Timmy creeping in behind them. They want a slice of this pie. They're desperate for points, and they need to get all the kills they can. There's no reason to sit back. They may as well commit to this one and try and go for it.
They know that there's a wounded team. Now, unfortunately, the fight probably ending a little before they would have wanted it to, because had they caught them while shooting at Blaze, not only would they've had a backs turn, but also them shooting would have obscured any audible cues to Sauna Boys pushing up. But fight does end. Now Sauna Boys with a respectably fair 4v3 coming up.
We have seen teams coming up big from this south position and running along. That's a little early with the shots, but it does get Vard down and confirms it very quickly there, Misa. No messing with that. It's hollow spray down. It means that welcome to South Georgia. Aware of this one. They're going to dash away from this one. Just Mirko and Iro. It's going to be a quick pickup and get out of there.
Yeah, there's nothing to come for and stay in.
Now they're going straight to Nailip. Nailip, if Nailip could collect the 2 kills here, this would be massive for him with Exalt desperate for whatever they can, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Pokomolodoy and Unique with Na'Vi now pushing them from behind.
Na'Vi coming off of a win. Don't want to stop there. They need something good here, but they need to fight their way Unique in order to make it inside this circle. Issue right now being with the circle closing in, they want to keep their vehicles at bay too. So get away from the cars or just rotate out of it because, I mean, yes, ooh, that was a close one. You can take the fight and circle goes towards you, get that compound, and you get top 5.
Well, Na'Vi have decided to disengage from this one. They may just be able to drive away from it. It looks like they will be out clean. It means they can get to the hill just outside North Georgia Pole and then work their way in on foot from there. It is the Russian style. It works well. TSM finding inside game in the back there of Stralovac as they all work the way. It's getting very clustered in this north. You've got Tornado Energy in there, Amakan, TSM, and Exalt out in the sticks at the moment as Shiv tries to work his way in.
Yeah, every single point that Ival and Patriot Blue does, or T-Bone actually, that Ival and T-Bone can get with them here, is points they probably didn't expect to get off of that early situation. Let's see. Inside games needing a bunch as well, being held off by TSM right now, landing good shots. That's both Vex and Braxco trying to make some more space for themselves in the new circle.
Yeah, teams to watch at the moment is DA down on the south side. They have all 4 members alive and they are really untouched. Team Liquid, they're safe. They're inside the compound. They're just being a bit aggressive and trying to make a nuisance for them. Inside Game and TSM all coming in down the hillside. You can see them on the minimap. It's getting crowded. Na'Vi are going to sit quiet. They need another big game, really. But if they can consistently place sort of 12, 15 points out of this, maybe snipe a couple away, then it could be huge for them. We're seeing Inside Games looking to fall here, so that's going to be the team that they're chasing. So that's good for them because they've gone out in 13th place. Now everybody's going to see that and think, okay, that's a chance. We can keep on getting the points here and try and secure what we can for that 8th spot.
With DA playing this center compound position for as long as they have been, look at how much room that has given Na'Vi on the western side of this on this side of the circle. Only Sona boys were able to get up here because they rotated south around. There is so much space. If Na'Vi decides to spread out and take it, up for grabs for them, but I don't think that's how they're going to do it. Let's see WTSG spotting out Nailip. That's a knock. Shiv is right next to the engagements going on up north as well. And Exalt, I think they have a lot counting on that last game.
Yeah, Iro coming in from behind should be able to secure that. Metralius shows himself a little too much to the Sona boys.
Just looking for the seconds. Trying to see if there's one more coming.
He's way in north, though. That's going to confuse him because Shiv's way out there.
Oh, yeah.
Tornado Energy. You're talking about Amakan. They got themselves one. It looks like they may get some more as Tornado Energy are now out in the north side and really have both teams, 3 teams shooting at them actually way out there. Shiv secures a point.
That's one. As I said, I mean, every single point here, guys. Every single point. One more knock coming in, but Shiv, unfortunately, couldn't handle tornado pressure. Example is alive for a little while longer, and if he's lucky, Shiv, then a doozy gets Example down without stealing the knock onto Combat, and that's exactly what happens. So Shiv logging up one more kill, and alongside them, Gustav out too. So outside of placement points, did Face up any kills in that game? Yes, they did get one, right? They did get one onto a Markin.
On Inside Games, right at the start. A doozy, he went looking for the loot, and now he's just been shot while he's out there by TSM. TSM themselves hunting for whatever they can. Both TSM and Unique well outside the points. Unique hasn't been great for them overall. A lineup that we thought would be actually fantastic just has not performed, just like TSM as well. It can be that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't get that honeymoon period, and neither of these really have had that chance. Should be some flushes for TSM here.
There's not room at the hotel when everyone's on a honeymoon. There's only room for so many teams in that resort. Let's see Unique falling second by second. They're being taken out, and that's a triple coming in from Gemty. Great concentration. Great trigger discipline, and once again, the 2x prevails.
And all that time, he was being tapped in the side by Ival and T-Bone. Iro snuck right up behind Ival, though. So he's been sneaking on them. They've just been very vocal, if you can call it that, with their guns. And popping off non-stop. It's given Iroh the chance to just sneak up completely unseen on them. Will get Ivor down and confirmed. And now he's just going to run away, the hit and run, and see if he doesn't get any more.
Let's see. One he's always going to get for now. T-Bone finds him in return after Alt gone down as well.
Yeah.
That's an interesting,
Boys.
elimination. And Sauna Boys, they've got to be happy with that. If they can get a huge game here, it's still going to be far. But if they can get a massive one here,
we're into top 6 already.
That last game is going to be wild.
4 members of Na'Vi still standing. 4 members of DA still standing. Team Liquid with the full squad all alive. TSM, now they have the tough task. There is a hill ridge line, so the map doesn't really tell the story that they should be able to get in relatively safe. But you can see, Na'Vi well aware that somebody's coming from the north. They're all looking that way.
Had Liquid had anything else to lose in this match, I would be scared to see them 2-2 splitting this late. But given how far ahead they are and given how confident they like to play, no matter the situation, I love this split from Liquid. It's going to show so many more teams who just are committed to that compound. Said we're on the edge, we'll take the fight when we have to. Liquid, they're playing smart, they're always being active, and this is exactly how I want to play it.
Brexco done and gone. That's only the 2nd kill for Na'Vi, though. They need to just keep the patience. There's still 18 alive out there, 14 enemies to get your kill score going. You don't need to desperately chase them just yet, but they want as many points as they can. They gained 19 in the last game. Is this the day that Na'Vi perform?
And this is the issue with Na'Vi. I mean, it's not even an issue because consistency over pop-off singular performances. But we talked about it, me and Martin as well. Na'Vi is not a team that goes out and gets those 15+ kill games anymore. The all game long aggressive Na'Vi has become phase 4 and onward aggressive Na'Vi, and that means 8 kill games, 9 kill games. But they need one more of them to get anywhere close, and well, this is a good build-up.
TSM gets surrounded, Team Liquid coming up the hill for them. It is going to be Gemty, the last man standing, the former Liquid boy. But Na'Vi, the other side of the hill, whoever finds it, they're going to simply come straight upon another. If Na'Vi can come out on top in this one, it could be enormous. They need all the fragging power they've got. So look at Gemty, he's just sitting by the power station.
He's in the blue
pylon. Yeah.
If Senny goes down to this, he's going to be pissed. That is just not how you want to go out.
It's EBCs.
Yep, spawn CB far. Gemty sets up. Is he going to protect his former teammates? Or is he going to leave them fighting? No.
He's still in the blue. He might secure that one.
You would have to think so. But at the same time, TSM has so much to play for that every single placement point here is going to be crucial to them. And he's actually inside the circle.
Yep, just crept in. Tabs right next to him.
He's trying to flank underneath. Kemba is flanking on the other side too, so which contain player is going to succeed?
He got it. He stole it. So there we go. Gets Bestalosh down. Secures that one, and they're thinking, hang on a minute, where did that just come from? Because they're so focused on Team Liquid at the moment, they're unsure exactly where it just came from. Tab sees him, but Tab goes down. Gemty picks up another. This is a 6, possible 7 kill game. It will be monster performance from Gemty. We know he's got it in him, but finally will fall, but it's cost Na'Vi dearly.
Yep. Huge loss from them. They're down to just one player, and Liquid hasn't lost a single. Got EVs back on their feet, and DA! That's casualties coming in, and they wiped all of them! DA down in a matter of seconds!
Wow! The Sauna Boys just destroyed Digital Athletics. They go down in 5th place, and Na'Vi get the 4th spot. Wow.
How many kills do Sauna Boys have at this point? 9? I think that's 8. Okay, so 8 kills. If they can get this one, that would be a 22-point game for the Sauna Boys. That would be absolutely insane. That would throw that last game into a complete upside-down wrap.
Yeah, it's all going down to the last game, as it so often does.
Like that's happened
in
before.
PUBG. Yeah, it so often does. There's so many points available, and Na'Vi are going to be kicking themselves because they could have come out on top in that fight if it was not for the former Team Liquid man, Gemty. You couldn't even say the former FaZe man. He's caused so many problems. 8 kills. It's incredible. He always just turns up as and when. But unfortunately for TSM, they needed that much earlier on in the weekend. Yeah. As it is, it's the Finns up against Team Liquid. Team Liquid at the top of the table. Sauna Boys desperately would love a win here.
Yes, this one is far from over. Sauna Boys. They don't want it. They need it. They desperately need this win here.
This could be a 22-point game for them. If they can secure these kills, it would be massive for the Finns to keep the charge on for the 8th spot.
Came Right, looking down. Nuki taking one to the head. It's going to be forced back down to heal, but he doesn't have a lot of room to work around. He's actually a little isolated from his teammates too, down in the wall there. So Liquid, all they have to do is commit one to look in that direction, and they can still have a 3v2 advantage going up against Misa and Timmy.
It goes to the Sauna Boys. It's on
exactly
Liquid to move. Now they just need to play it right, not over peak, not go too aggressive. Try and hold your angles.
Timmy has
DP.
Timmy has a DP with 8 spare bullets and a mini with
34.
They haven't looted a lot this game. They've been driving for quite a while, and whenever they've been shooting at people, they've had no time to loot because it's like more kills, but now he's finally going down, realizing, guys, can you get me some loot? There's like 48 corpses down here. They've got to have something.
So Misa just made the play. He's got to the compound. Timmy up close. Remember, he's got that DP. He's ready to strike. It's going to catch people off guard. They're not going to be expecting the DP up close. They're all clustered together. They're all engaging, looking for Nuki. Is Timmy about to go for it? He's lining up the nade at the tree. The nade at the tree. It's going to come around the back. He catches Ibby in the back. Now he needs to make the push. They've all gone down the hill. Misa's come back up. They want to push. They've got to peek over at the right time. But K-Mine is onto them. He's already looked across. Timmy gets one. That's the DP on Ibby. It's a 3-on-3. Oh, he sees the head. Superb shooting from James. Finds the one. Now they get Misa down, and it's all on Nuki. You saw the plan, the angle, but it hasn't worked out for them. Nuki's trying to stick the revive.
Pros never fake. He's going forward. James is trying to flank around.
Next, he's getting Ibby up.
Can't see him. He's getting around. Ibby's getting back up as well. It's going to be a 4v2, even if this works out. And I think it will. Both of them get. You're not going for the second rest too. You're not. That's not getting. They're not going to allow you that, are they? Is Liquid going to let them get two
Mex is coming around. Mex is coming around the other side of the hill. He's going to be the one that will find them.
The smoke is going to be there. He won't see it. He won't see it. They're going to get 2 back up. Nuki, you absolute crazy person.
He has. He's done
They're back to 3.
It's back to a 4-on-3.
How did that just happen?
Mexi and Ibby on the flank. They should be the one that will find them. Or will they be the ones that get caught out? I don't know.
Nuki saw one. Nuki saw one on the side.
Now they're going to get surrounded. Here comes the pincer move. Misa gets one. Can he get the second? No. Team Liquid will finish the job. Woo! It's a 7-kill game for them and another first place, securing, solidifying, and absolutely guaranteeing their place at the top of the table. The Sauna Boys, though, another 8 kills there and a 6-point finish, so 12 points overall. Could have been much more.
14,
very close to much more. Yeah, 14, exactly. I shouldn't let you do the maths.
I'm normally pretty good at that, but apparently this weekend has just been, me not functioning in that regard.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going down to the wire once again, as we so often do in PUBG. 17 games have been played, but it's all going down to game 18. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. T-Bone catching Danamon off guard, and Wade, well, he got one and got the flush here on Vazku. So dirty, so dirty. Yeah. They hated that flush. It's so annoying.
But for him, it's a great play. They needed the kills. They desperately needed points, also considering they went down that much earlier. So great point racked up in a situation where most likely wouldn't have had it.
And this is where, obviously, TSM started to pop off. They managed to put a lot of damage down. FaZe had already dropped at this point as well. That was a simple one for Gemty, picking up 8 kills in this game. Na'Vi, the nades come through. Tab runs away, but he knows exactly where he is, and Tab gets flushed out. An 8-kill game, incredible stuff. And this, the ending.
That was a wild one to finish things off. I was thinking for a second Sauna Boys actually might get it with Liquid holding off, but nope, not gonna happen.
As soon as Mexi got Ibby back up, they were both double pushed it, and it was a double pincer, so there was no way. Their little plateau had failed, basically.
Yes.
I think I preferred the tactic where Misa was gone. He'd gone back to the house, and with them up close to the DP, there? I think that would have given them the cover and the information. Instead, Misa's like, "Oh, I gotta come back." So sort of he'd gone back to come. I don't know whether he'd gone to pick something up.
I think it was ammo. Yeah. I think it was ammo. You saw him.
Yeah, because they were all low.
They had nothing.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, 1 game remains. Join us after the break to find out which 8 teams will reach the GLL Season 4 finals.
We have got just one more game left of the regional qualifiers for the EMEA teams. And, well, Sauna Boys, they just got themselves 14 points. But will that be enough to get them up into that top 8? I'm not sure.
It's going to be very close.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be in the cusp. But we're going to have we have a game in our hands. We have a BO1 for 2 spots. What it looks like.
Pretty much. It really is a BO1. Everyone's in it to win it. And this is where you have to get scared as one of those players, right? Because we've never really seen this happen before, but we always want to think, okay, so if you're a Liquid team in the first place, if you're anyone that are guaranteed, and you're looking down this list of teams going, oh my lord, these guys, the bad games we've had so far, that's from where these guys caught us off on a rotation on Miramar. Yeah. Whatever the situation. Is this where they go out of their way to hot drop? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen either. I'm just saying, this is not even discussing gentleman's sport or all that stuff. This is that could be a viable thing to do. It's just not something we've seen teams do yet.
No, but it's super rare, and I thought we were going to see it here actually. But we've seen it a few times where it's first and second place that are the last two, and they have to take them out. But a strategical thing could definitely be to deny someone else taking their spot, so you can have an easier rotation somewhere. That could definitely be something they could do.
I mean, the obvious one would be if you're getting hot dropped normally, like if you contest the same city and you want to eliminate that would be one thing, right?
Yeah, or a close neighbor that is annoying or whatever. Yeah. That could happen. Whatever, I seriously doubt it. I think they're just going to focus on their point and focus on their game. Liquid, though, very good game.
Yes, again, by the way. They have been,
that's the 5th win
in a BO18.
That's pretty good.
Ain't nobody gonna be complaining about that, especially not if you're a Liquid fan. TSM racking up 9. 8 of those kills, I believe, came in from Gemty. So a great game from him, and also Omar getting able to rack up some points, but is it too little? Is it too late? It probably is for a team like TSM, but Omar and those 11 points might just have secured their spot in the top 8.
Let's take a look at it. Oh, yes.
10 points down.
All right, so it's... I don't know. I feel like it's kind of scary for FaZe maybe as well.
It is. I mean, looking at the teams, we have... Okay, so maybe...
it is 21
They have a pretty decent buffer. They have a pretty decent buffer, FaZe. But Exalt and DA, they are not that far ahead. And look at the lists of teams below them. Sauna Boys, Na'Vi, Inside Games are the realistic ones. I mean, we're talking a 20-plus kill game for TSM in order to even be close, which yeah, I'm not gonna ever count anything out because it is PUBG, but let's just keep our eyes this game on Sauna Boys, Na'Vi, and Inside Games to get at least 10 points.
Yeah, and then the Legs and Exalt. Those are the 5 teams that can potentially take the 2 spots available.
So knowing where those teams land and loot, we don't really have any immediate thoughts of competition. Like it's not like a WTSG, oh, they're in Watertown and Rostock is taken by DA, so they could go contest something. Will it change anything early game, though? Will you look to see if you can catch off some of these players if you have the opportunity to?
I highly doubt it. Let's see Milton Power. That would be nice.
Yeah, we haven't been Southeast that much. I mean, actually, I don't mind it because I feel like for a while we were always Southeast.
Yeah.
But they are pretty fun, those endings. They do tend to favor whichever team gets that one compound that's in it for the longest of time. It's not that easy to outplay in the open down in the Southeast, but it does happen every now and again, and that is really damn impressive to watch.
All right, so DA Exalt right next to each other, 3 points apart. Are they gonna poke some tires off? Are they gonna tease a little bit? What are they gonna?
That's what I was thinking. That you want to do something
extra.
extra.
Yeah, you do take some shots at Metrelius.
I mean, it's the team to beat right now, sitting in 8th place. DA, they have got to have eyes everywhere this match. I don't think there's going to be any sending at center this game. I feel like DA could be a team that changes their strategy in the last game because they don't want to go down, making a bad rotation or something like that.
Right. Yeah. I think they're looking from how the circle is. Most likely, just will go to Metrelius and take that.
Yes.
Until we see a shift away from water, potentially the river or some other kind of circle pops if they go super far northeast. We have seen a fair share of the eastern, like the circles east of Yasmaya.
Yeah.
And north of Sandpeak and Inside Games. But so far, for Exalt, for DA, for Inside, is looking very good. But on the other, Na'Vi, Sauna Boys, these guys have a long way to go. They do not have an upper hand in this.
No, I mean, having said that, I've never ever considered Sauna Boys to be out just because they were out of the circle.
Right.
They're always out of the circle. They're like, oh wait, they're close to the circle phase 3. What? Are they trying something new here? So I don't think they really mind circles going away from them too much. But a team like Na'Vi, who is kind of the same, they're just, I don't know. I feel like the pressure is different on them. For reasons I can't really explain. It's just the way that they go about their playstyle, their individual players on that team. I feel like they're more of a, we need the momentum to keep going. And yes, they got that one win, but then this last game, it kind of fell apart for them.
Right. And on the other side, they haven't had that many, they have had a lot of bad games, Na'Vi.
Yes.
Considering everything.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You had that last game was their game. They were 4 alive. There were 6 teams alive. They could have done everything had they just held off against Liquid. But then comes GMT out of nowhere and takes out 3 of them. And that has got to be frustrating when you're finally feeling it. You got 3 kills already. You're starting to push further forward. And then the Snakes gets the better of you.
Yeah. Exalt have pushed early on to this. And they're taking this position off very nicely here. DA though, we're gonna see a fight here. If it ends in this area here, it's gonna be very unfortunate for everybody else because DA and Exalt, they're just gonna kind of solidify their position even further.
Yeah.
Inside Games is making a move early though. We see Sampig on the Heaven compound, the backflip hill you made. Cage takes himself to Lhasa, not connecting just yet though.
I was told we're not allowed to say heaven anymore because of religious things.
Well, Heaven is a wide frame.
I mean, I agree with you completely. And that's just what I was, what I've heard from other sources. And I was like, you know what? It's heaven.
We can call it heaven. We can call it backflip. We can call it whatever. Oh, T-Bone's gonna take down Lhasa. Now Rip is coming in as well. Oh, nice. He K-minded him. Oh, and he's done.
Oh, that is a tough start for Mark. That is not how you want to. Fortunately, T-Bone able to get one in return. But that was not the start.
Yeah, but he's alone here. Vasco and Ival's coming in very slowly. And he's probably going to be disconnecting a little bit or disengaging from this fight.
Hopefully not disconnecting.
Nope. But Blaze, they're playing to look good now and playing to kind of save themselves.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're currently sitting in 14th.
Yeah, so most likely not, I mean, guaranteedly at this point. Not
no chance.
Going to be qualifying. But as you said, I mean, make it look good. Make the end paper look a little different. I mean, it's always better to say we came. Oh, it was just two placements off of qualifying instead of
top 10.
Yeah, instead of saying we got bottom 3.
You're better than Unique. You're better than Besiktas.
Yeah, I mean, I think the top one in that is going to be if they're going to be able to say we're better than TSM. That is not something I would have thought many teams would have a chance to say, seeing how well they've been playing in the scrims. But no.
Also on paper, TSM on paper.
Yeah, their players
on paper.
Scary.
Yeah. Massive. Ooh. Nice.
Attack stock. Oh my lord, that's like the best grade ever.
Attack stock and an alien. Beautiful. He's taking it, or who's gonna play it?
Who wants the armor?
Oh yeah. Samty.
And they both had enforced.
Nice.
Perfect.
FaZe on the eastern side have a lot of space inside games already. Very deep into I would love to see, the south, like that field ending just south of Yasna. I love those. That's my kind of deal.
They are fun for us. Vex is just full speeding it. Yep, there's no worries in his life. Stuck the wheel on the ground and keeps on going. The 4-man Dasha crew is sending it forward, and they'll be making their way up from the south side. And again, TSM, we're talking 20+ points and a win here. It's
26 kills.
It would be a new record. To be fair.
No points for DA whatsoever in a circle where they're sitting center. Very unlikely.
They need to crash something right now.
But they stepped up, though. I mean,
for
TSM
sure,
have stepped up.
It just took too long.
In terms of kills, 6 kills, 9 kills in the last 3 games alone. Massive step up. Oh, what? Nice.
Kickflip, 100 points.
Yeah, very nice play there. And then taking out James's car makes him most likely will be able to pick him up. But we will see.
This is insane to me. Knowing how well Liquid overall has played this tournament, and so often seeing teams going down early. But yeah, let's see Tornado. Are they going to full-on breach on this or no? 2 teams who are both pretty solidified, to be fair. So I don't think the fight is too scary for either of them.
Oh, there's the full commit here. Let's see if The boys from Team Liquid are able to do something about this breach. Mexis returning the fire on Melman. EP's going to be finished off. Melman's going to be finished off as well. Example's going to be taken down by K-Mine. Looks like to be a 2 vs 2. Ooh, nice shot from Combat.
That is a good read and a fast reaction. Mexi able to get a nade over there. Combat got to get down the stairs. Manages to avoid the nade damage. One more is going to be coming in. Is his ears ringing? I think they are. He might actually be going down to that nade. No, no damage done. Or a lot of damage done, but no kill.
Example is dead.
Dead.
Combat, are they still alive? Welcome to South George's. They're pogging in the chat right now, taking down a lot of the pog players. They're actually going to finish them off. That is actually 4 points for Welcome to South George, taking away from Pog.
Yeah, down to just 2 players. Tornado Energy in a 2v2. Make that a 2v1 effectively. Maxi able to get a Leah down. Nades did come in handy. 2 of them didn't do damage. Last one will get the flush in.
Absolute nade god. 2 kills so far from Maxi. And now they can do the pincer move. Nice shot. Do the pincer move onto Compat. Now they have a window of opportunity now. He has to heal. He can't really re-peek again because K-Man's just going to smack his face one more time. 81 damage from the SLR, so he has to heal up fast. Compat, is he considering sending it? Or, oh, what a... If he was in there, he's going to be dead.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that would have been a great timing. Great cook on that one too, Combat. Well, they're just going 1 room at a time. Seems like they have the nades to do it anyway. Now they're just going to throw one behind the building, make sure it's not there. It's like playing Bomberman. You have to constantly run around and avoid all these explosions.
But Combat himself, he's in the kitchen. He's cooking himself, cooking up a smoke.
A chicken dinner, maybe?
A smoked
chicken?
Oh, that's a
Navi circle.
Wow.
A Navi unique circle, yeah. Navi unique circle. Navi, I think they were looking at this fight because, again, they do need the kills and they know how banged up these 2 teams are. So if they get the kills fast, potentially take the compound. But then they saw the circle and it was like, guys, it is 3 kills, yes, but look at this one.
Well played.
Look at this circle. Yeah, Maxi finds the kill. Combat is eliminated and that's going to be the first 2 teams out.
Maxi's been found by Kemba. And now Liquid's on the fire. Came onto the last player from them. After all is moving out, so is Navi. Soundboy is on a far west rotation down towards the southern part, or southern part of the circle.
What can you do here in Lipson? You just had a player run over. I'm not sure exactly how things went down between Afteralt and Besiktas, but I saw people getting knocked by vehicles in the kill feed, so I figure somebody tried to pull up on somebody else. And DA, well, that's the team we're looking at right now, current 8th place team. WTSG, they're in it to win it.
Can he find one? He's sneaking up. Samty in the silent pull up as well. He saw one there. That sees both of them.
Did they see him, though?
Don't think they have an idea. Doors opened. That is the other door. Running out. Oh, perfect reload timing right there. Now nade is coming out. This is some nice cover. Nice pull up from Welcome to South Church. He smashes in the grandma house.
Murders miles. Oh, he's playing the wizard.
Oh yeah. Trellis. Able to do something here. Coming in. He's pushing in. Nice. Well played here from the Miracle. Jiggling a little bit. Oh my goodness, finding some kills as well. Welcome to South George is just wrecking up kills already. 6 so far. But Murd, as you said, he is out in the fields.
I'm not sure exactly why.
Let's see if Metrellis can make something happen in this. Nades are coming in again from Samty. He is inside the little house.
Toilet.
And little toilet, yes.
Taking a nice jacuzzi hot tub shower. Maybe a smoke shower.
Nade. Yep, that's
there it is.
So well executed.
So now Mert. How long can you stay? I'm not assuming Mert's going to get any kills this game based on
how many kills do they have now?
0,
DA,
I think.
DA.
I don't think they have any so far.
Absolutely none.
I don't think they have any. So Mert is going to be... He's somehow going to make it to top 8 to get points.
So that means that Inside needs 11 points.
Correct.
To they might have more kills. So 10 or 11 points. Navi needs 11 or 12. And Sound Up Boys needs 15 to take over
1.
DA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exol is sitting in a great spot and have a pretty good lockdown compared to DA, so I think they will most likely be safe. Few points ahead of DA, unless both Inside and Navi or Sound Up Boys, both of them pull up massively and take over both of them. It's very unlikely, though. Unique here.
I think they heard the car stop at the shack, so they know that these players are just around the corner. It's just a matter of wanting to peek into it or not, because I don't think Play With Me really wants to go up over that hillside. Now shots are being fired from further behind. That might take the focus away from anything close, and then he can come peek over the close angle. This is like how Gaxi likes to play. Ooh, Northern shift, and I'm just gonna say, I've seen Omarket do full team wipes at least twice now. They gotta be getting.
They have
like
200 kills so far in this lobby.
I think around 700 kills or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Salomon is gonna get away with this, or is
he's not gonna see him. I was just gonna say go a little further left, you might see him, but nope.
Nope. That's actually fair. They're gonna be able to disengage from this fight, but after all this also pushing, they're actually driving straight towards them. They're probably gonna have a fight here. Nuki, one with a 6-6. He's gonna get one, but taking down himself. Waits is flushing quickly. He's gonna get down. Miss it. Tim is gonna down. Waits.
They got it before he flushed.
Yep. So they potentially could get this, but this could mean that the other guys are gonna find him as well. Yeah, Dynamon's gonna find Tim, and that is Sauna boys. Their dream has been crushed by After All. They're not gonna go to Sweden.
Second place last game. It was within grasp, and in a matter of seconds, that is taken away from the Finnish team, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Inside Games, another team that currently has a chance to do something about this. Mert, he did send it very close to Omarken here with a car or run. I'm not sure. He's a decent position inside the circle. Inside Game needs to start getting some points and some kills with this. He's running slowly.
This is his natural habitat. This is what he knows how to do.
He is.
this is.
He's most likely going to survive for placement points as well,
Is the
depending on what Welcome to Sargers will do here.
Oh, Marken. Seems like Ival is curious to see what's going on in the northern side of the fields.
Yeah.
Looking around, at least. I think he's in the dip. I don't think he's actually on the hilltop. Let's see.
Oh,
dodging one. Almost getting hit by the second, and that's Pokemon down, and 5 kills now for the After All team. Yesterday, they had an insane 17-kill finish to the day. What knows what's going to happen here?
We're going to have to follow that later. Exalt still in a 2-2 split on the western side. Again, they have to make sure they get a few points at least so they didn't get taken over. But Navi far on the south there in the new compound, south of U Hill. Besselux in a good spot as well. TSM is holding a lot of ground down. And Orc for T-Bone, I wonder if he's going to take it. But at least some 3-year for him. Yeah, he's taking all of it. Not even the extended quick draw mag for the sniper.
Was he that gifted? Was he that gifted with loot?
Yeah, that's very
already
nice.
had 2 double extended
quick draws. Yeah.
Not too bad, not too bad. Mert, he's found himself a northern team now as well. WGSG coming to say hello. That is the team that killed the other 3 players of his team. So maybe they can smell it. Maybe they know he's around. Oh. Attempted silent pull-up, denied.
Repositioning. Play With Me pulling up as well. Now FaZe needs to get a few points from this, potentially with this pull-up. Gustav's finding 1. Let's Play With Me. It's very good for Uber to make a new push here. Adus is going to be found by 80. Nice hold, nice gatekeep here from FaZe. Stand-in is the last player, I believe, standing here for...
That's a death.
Boys. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is so well executed. 3 points for FaZe. And they're 100% guaranteed if they weren't before.
I mean,
at this point.
And that's what I was going to say. While it looks scary, I mean, you're always going to go in with a, oh my god, what if it happens? Right? FaZe is one of those teams that did it at the PGC themselves. What if those 3 teams that need to get 15 points this game get 15 points?
Look at this miracle. Is he looking?
Did you see the bike? That could be a giveaway. Samty is looking around as well. T-Bone fights 1. That's 8 kills, and they lost Page early. 8 kills coming in for Omag, and they're solidifying their spot with every point they're getting here as well.
It's very unfortunate that Native has a P shoot off a gun that he hit him 3 times. He still has 35% HP because he has a little 3 gear.
Yeah.
I wonder what gun that is. That has to be the mini.
I think it's a Bison.
Unfortunate. Michael's find best to dodge.
Are they looking for the last player? What?
TSM could potentially ruin something here for Navi because they were in a position to actually have a decent
Miracle
game.
is looking for Mert. He's driving around he's driving through bushes to find Mert right now. Had these hay bales been destructible, he would have been driving through them too. They're driving around for Mert.
That's actually funny. Like, where is he?
That is so funny. Oh, Gustav finding a double onto After All. on the other side of the map, out towards the east, trying to hold off, and FaZe seems like they're succeeding.
They're absolutely destroying her. After all, it's going to be taken down. But he's nading himself outside the zone, denying the points. Denied. And that is, I think, that'll be FaZe and enough points to maybe potentially take over after all in this qualifier.
So the only team right now with a chance is Exalt, sitting outside. Navi too, I guess.
Exalt is inside right now. They're sitting on 102 points so far.
Oh yeah. They're one of them. They're
just behind them.
So that's how it is. Yeah, true.
So Navi and Inside Games are the ones chasing.
That's how it is.
Inside Games in a great spot, but they need a lot of points. They need 10 points to take over DA or to go tie with them, and 13 to tie with Exalt.
You'd have to think that if they get to play this position and get circles the rest of the game, they're going to get guaranteed at least 6 kills.
Yeah, Miraku is still looking. He wants to find
He's
Murd.
here somewhere.
Where is Murd?
Where is Dalul?
Where is Dalul?
Dalul. That is not Dalul anymore. It's Dalul.
That's nice.
Yep. That's
Omaken and Exalt here, they're pinched in this spot here. If they take down Navi, they're going to be 100% sure that they are gone and not saving them more. Inside Games, they have 0 kills so far.
Yeah.
They need to win the game and get a few points for them to kind of push in ahead of DA, because DA is already in the placement points. That is 1 placement points for DA, so that they are at 100 points. And Inside Games, they're at 90 currently.
This next circle is going to be extremely telling of how this game is going to turn out. Because if it goes northeast, you would have to think Inside Games is good. If it goes southeast, it's going to be horrible for everyone. Northwest, DA might grind a 3rd place. Southwest, chaos again, because there's no cover.
Right. But the question is, if DA gets a circle or not. They don't. He's going to have a rough time trying to get into a spot. Yeah.
That is so open.
So, FaZe, a lot of control in the east. TSM will have the LMO and a lot of control in that.
I mean, WGC will play the dip across, right? That means that's the only place Mert could have played.
Miracle is still looking. He's like, where is he? I need that extra point. I want that. This is my point. This is my kill.
Want the annihilation on the screen.
But, to be fair, though, how they're going to be taking this next circle, there is nowhere they're not going to find him.
That's what I was thinking. There's no room for Mert to push into this one without getting seen.
And it's obviously retaliation for the game in, the quarry we had 2 games ago.
Oh yeah, could have been. Yeah, I agree.
Omaken Exalt here. Exalt always sees shift. That's the Vector.
Not the weapon for 150-meter engagements. Now that works out a little better.
Vasco's going to be taken down by Kemba, though.
Ooh.
Pyro shift's going to be off. G1's on 5.
You'd have to think that Omaken with 9 kills are safe. Placement points is a 10-point game. They were already sitting pretty decent in it, but Exalt on the other hand.
Don't feed Navi here.
Yep,
don't want to let them get kills. So Omaken is going to get those. I'm not sure if they had any kills themselves. We can see in the kill leaderboard later.
11 kills.
11 kills for Omaken. That's very impressive. Very nice to see from these guys.
And that's without Page, too.
We have the look at this. They are just smooth. So Exalt actually had 0 kills. So Exalt is sitting at 102 points. DA currently is getting 1 placement point from 7th place. And potentially could take over Exalt. And Miraku, did he actually take him down?
No, he got knocked from somewhere. He got knocked with the bolt action from Inside Games.
Right. Yeah, I see. I see.
So Mert is going to continue crawling. Every single placement point, Mert. It's all a matter of you staying alive.
If he gets Iroh, that'll be 1 more crucial.
Exactly.
So and now he's down to top 6, so that's 2 placement points. So that he's going to be at 101. So he could potentially take over Exalt. And then Inside Games on Navi could have a great game. Looks like Inside Games will be the one. Obviously, Navi's out on blind.
If this one shifts south, Inside Games might not even get into top 5. Because right now, all the other teams are pretty
down. Okay, so he's not going to get
set.
the placement points there. But shots are coming out. Michael is hitting here. T-Bone.
2 HP and blue closing.
Varda Miraku is just looking. He's there looking.
Oh, he goes down!
Okay, so they're on 6. So there, Exalt is 1 point ahead. So DA is on 8th place with 101 points currently. And Inside Games is chasing. They will need 10
12,
kills.
right? 10?
10 kills, yeah.
Oh, 10 points, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a win. Oh, no, it's not. It's more than that.
No, because they have. They also get the placement points. And the difference is 0 kills right now. So they need 10 more points than they currently have.
TSM, this was your 30-kill game. You got the circles. You just Didn't really get all the kills that you needed, unfortunately.
We'll see here. Inside games, they have been grinding so much so far. If they can make something happen on the East, if they can sweep in over and take down FaZe, but FaZe.
Looking at Inside Games' latest tournaments they've been playing, it's always been last game, and it's always been somewhat like one player just stepping it up massively and turning things around. So let's keep an eye on Inside Games making it out. Sampeak finds the first one. That's Miracle down.
And Pix is going to go down. That's FaZe. That's unfortunate.
Outside the circle, though, Fuzz is by himself.
Yeah, and Inside Games have a decent position to kind of move on. They could take... Oh my god, that is 92 damage.
Wait, they're coming up to help. They're coming up to hold outside the circle.
Let's see, they need the points. Oh,
that's a kill.
Perfect. Yep, very good, Nate. And he smoked himself, so he's going to die to the blue with this. Now, FaZe is pulling up an Inside Games. Damage are coming to Ultra Lovac. And now Sampeak has to make a massive play. He could potentially take both of them down. Let's look here.
Ooh, TSM has eyes, though. Gotta keep moving. Sampeak spots the first one. Ghostdive able to find him. Free kill down as well. It's all Ostrolovac at this point. Circle is closing in too fast for him to be able to get these reses up, that's for sure. And now TSM, they might seal the deal for Inside Games here with just one more kill.
Ostrolovac, he needs to make something happen. Yeah. No, he's gonna go out here. That means that we most likely have our top 8 secured. Well, we'll obviously take a look at the leaderboards. But it looks like the leaderboard that we had from the last game with Exalt and DA, it looks like it's going to be those guys coming in and securing those spots still.
Exalt and DA just got massively saved by TSM and FaZe Clan.
Yeah.
That is insane. Because Exalt, I mean, yes, that South shift was tough for them. But, I mean, Exalt, Inside Games, they were looking to get a really good game out of this one.
Right. They had to take a more aggressive stance, though. They gave away a lot of territory for free, basically.
3-0, Samty versus Gemty.
Oh, yeah. I like that. 13 kills for Welcome to Sarge as well. These guys are absolute nutters.
Yeah.
Fex are finding a bit of damage here onto 8C, and 8C is the last player from FaZe. Potentially, we could have a really good roll in between Welcome to Sarge George and TSM.
One more bullet.
Michael's found him, yeah.
Yep. That's going to be it down. FaZe Clan out in third, and now it's TSM. While this win might not grant them a qualification, at least they can go out of it with flying colors.
Yeah, if they just had started this, yesterday, they would have qualified as well.
Yes.
They obviously have started this kind of play style.
Because they played well today.
They've played extremely well. They've had some really good games. 6 kills, and 9 kills in the last 3 games alone. And they've really been upping their whole kind of this Smash Mouth kind of style with the fraggers they have on their team. And if this is the start, this is what we're starting to see from TSM slowly happening. When they get their synergy to work, they're going to be such a scary team to face.
And that's what you got to think about as well, right? Even though, I mean, we put a lot into this tournament, it's still, I mean, over the course of the whole year, it's the big PGS events and all those events that are going to be huge. If they can, if they can dial things in now during the Season 4 qualifiers here, and then come out smashing for the next tournaments, they're gonna be one hell of a scary team.
And that's what they're looking to do, of course. It's just continuing the grind that is important. 6 kills for them so far. 14 for Welcome to South George. If they close this off, they're gonna have a 16 kill win. That would be absolutely amazing for them to finish off. They could potentially take second place away from Tornado NG.
See Michael dodging and weaving, making sure not to get a headshot at circle, is allowing for Alamo to stay inside, and I think Fix just got himself a crate. Yep, just casually getting a crate.
Oh, nice. No gun change, though. Still the Scar and the Mini. Oh, shots are coming in from Samty. Connecting a lot. Oh, he's going to be taken down by VAR from the side.
Well played. Be locked down. 3v1. Michael already tagged up Hells to try and see if he can make a leave here. Samty wants to get the kill onto Wooten with that AWM. Not able to connect. Michael, 1v3. What do you have in store?
Question is, can the Milkman deliver? Or is he lactose intolerant? I wonder if they're talking in-game there. That would be so fun.
Maybe. Just hello.
Hi.
How long you want to keep crawling for?
Give me your money.
Yeah, that's...
All right. Come through the smoke. Crazy headshot. Let's do it. Oh, non-scope 360. Oh,
that's
Vard.
Oh, Molotov.
No. Yeah. Didn't hit him, though. No.
No damage. Miracle, just send the vehicle through the smoke. The burning one, if you're a real man. Well, he does have 6 bullets left. You know, might as well use them for something.
Only one smoke left. There, said it. Just drive through the smoke as some crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Just send it through the smoke and
yes.
forced him out of it. Able to get the kill, and WTSG finishes the EU regional qualifiers, the EMEA regional qualifiers, with a 16-kill chicken dinner.
Very nice to see from these guys. They're most likely going to lock down the second place. Liquid had some very good games overall. 5 chicken dinners for them. And they're most likely locking down first spot. It took some time for them to take over Shoot to Kill that had 161. It was actually in the last game, I believe, that they got enough for that. So it talks to how well Shoot to Kill have been able to play. Obviously, that is a bit later. But we're going to tally up the points a little bit. We're going to take a look at them. But let's look at the highlights first. This drive-by was very nice, well executed.
And that finished it off.
And then the flush, if you may. Very nice.
This last game didn't give me a whole lot of satisfaction. I feel like it was teams who did the right play, but Circles forced them into areas where there just weren't a whole lot they could do. We didn't really see massive whiffs. We didn't really see a whole lot of that. It was just like all the way throughout, teams doing the best to work around tough circles. And
you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that you wanted an upset. You wanted somebody to take away DA or Exalt's spot with a massive game. It could have been inside games that could have had a massive game and taken away one of the spots from them. That could have been interesting to see. Didn't happen, unfortunately. Phosphase with a big factor, taking down Pixel.
Yeah.
He's one of the cornerstones on the inside games for us. And I'm sad to see them not being able to pull up like that. They were close.
They were really close. They should have moved earlier, though. That was my issue with their decision making. When the circle popped, they had to be in those cars already and be like, once that circle pops, we are already leaving. Like they should be driving before the circle pops in case it goes south and send it down to the dip in front of their own compound. Where HC and Gustav ended up playing. If they were down there already,
they are even further taking control of the Ethan side. Well, obviously, they must have had an idea that FaZe was over there. All they needed to start scouting there. Send it with a 2-2. Make sure that they get that control because they needed the kills. They couldn't just get the win. They needed the kills as well to make sure that they were 100% in here. Fortunately, didn't work. Sad to see, but happy to see our qualifying teams playing so well. They've been playing extremely consistent and making it hard for some of our very well-versed rosters and some very good players that haven't made it. Unique and TSM, some of these guys that haven't made it, they have some extremely good players on their roster and some very good rosters that has potential. But then again, it is new rosters. We have seen the kind of seasonal change here from 2019 to 2020 with the new updated rosters. Some of them are crazy, but they need some more work and need some more synergy up towards the PGS qualifiers.
Yeah, I think the biggest things to take away from me here is after ult, they came out surprised. I mean, day 1 was pretty quiet. They were down there with pop, but day 2, they just started popping off, of course, sealing it with a 27-point game. That is absolutely insane. And today as well, going out and then taking the fights to the big boys. I mean, I talked about them as a fracking team that I hadn't seen much from, in particular here, that I hadn't seen them done any fracking. But then on day 2, they really started getting more comfortable about their engagement. So they're one of them. And to me also, I mean, we have all these top team super roster changes, but WTSG, they are a team to me that are going to go out there and they're going to be competing with the best of the best on the global stage.
I kind of feel like they nailed the synergy quite early on.
Yes.
And they have also nailed how the whole team worked together so far. So I think I feel like they won the roster royale from 2019 to 2020. I feel like they've really stepped up compared to how they were before. Not saying anything about their past members, but this is such a step up in terms of performance and kill and fracking power. And also, they're still how their macro is. Their in-game leading has been on point so far. It's very nice to see.
Another one, DA adding fracking power. Finally, they have a saying. Once they do make it to top 6 situations, they can actually go out and do something. We didn't see it in that Miramar game against Liquid, where we argued, me and Demon and I, that they should have tried to do more to try and utilize Liquid having players knocked. But then when we came over to Erangel, when we had that one with, I think it was 6 more and Mert Croning on a Quarry, they came out and they shut down WTSG in like one spray.
Yeah.
So that's another one. Any big takeaways here from you throughout these qualifiers?
Well, definitely after all is by far my biggest setup. I'm very surprised to see them perform this well, but overall the teams that we're seeing is kind of the expected ones. TSM, I expected them in the top 8. Unique, I expected them in the top 8 as well, but then again, the lobby is so stacked and we've had so many good players and so many good teams perform well here, so it's going to be hard to take But we have a top 8 soon, I believe. We maybe have some points ready.
One team that I knew was going to be fracking, but I didn't expect them to be able to frack this hard against this team, against this group of teams. Tornado Energy. They went. Do you have the stats? Look up how can you count up their under 5 kill games? I don't think there's a lot of them.
There's a little bit. They have some.
Well, some, but they have 18 games. They've racked up double digits like 5 or 6 times.
They don't have a single game with 0 kills, by the way, and they only have like a few under 4.
That's
so
what I'm
it's looking
saying.
Very good for them.
Whenever they've gotten kills, they've always cleaned up. They've always gotten out there and made sure to do a ton of damage, and that is, I mean, even for you, if you don't die, remember it's not a BO1. This tournament is no BO1, so even if you go down, the team you get kills you, they'll get the points. But if you make sure to get 3 of them down in that trade-off, that one team won't benefit that much from having killed you because they'll most likely go down at some point soon immediately after, right? So if you continue to, even though you go down, always get kills for yourself and make sure that the team that kills you doesn't get a lot further than you did that game either, you will slowly be able to grind your way up. But let's take a look at how things panned out in the end of it with the final scoreboard of the regional finals here for EMEA. WTSG, 26 points. And Omarken, finally, welcome back. Day 2 was a little quiet. Day 1 was good. Day 3, they managed to finish off with 16 points.
And as well, obviously, as you said, Trinity, they this was one of their bad games.
Yeah,
they only had 2
it was
kills,
a quiet one.
But besides that, let's take a look at the top 8 qualifying teams. Nothing much changed. It was close inside games. Was just 7 points off. Very unfortunate for them. Na'Vi made a good run for it. Sounder Boys made a good run for it. TSM stepped up today.
Yes.
Happy to see them be there in 12th. But congratulations to Team Liquid. Welcome to South George. Tornado Energy, Omarken Sports, After All, FaZe Clan, Exalt, and Digital Athletics for making it to the grand finals of Season 4 here at GLL.
That is very, very impressive. 72 placement points for Team Liquid. That is unheard of.
It is extremely impressive.
That is very, 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 very impressive.
10 more kills for Tornado Energy than Liquid. Also very impressive.
Top killers of the EMEA region. Exciting to see what they'll be doing. Well, I want to see them go toe-to-toe with like Shoot to Kill, who we also kind of known has qualified. Them in a full-on 4v4 brawl, that could be an interesting. On Sanok. That's where it's gonna go. I'm feeling it. That's what's gonna happen. But guys, that is that's gonna be it for EMEA. At least for the qualifiers, of course. These guys, or 8 of them, will be taking the flight. Oh, not the Swedish players. I'm assuming they're coming somewhere else. But they'll be joining us here in Stockholm in the end of the month, and you can as well, of course, following on Twitch and Twitter and all those. But don't go too far away, because just about. What is that? That's 2 hours and 8 minutes. We have the finish off of the NA region, where we'll find out which 4 of the 16 teams from there will be making it on through. And right now, well, it seems pretty locked up, but there's still room for there's a little wiggling room left.
There's maybe 2 spots as well up for grabs. I think Wildcard and Shoot to Kill is looking good, but we have 2 spots up for grabs, and we're gonna have some really good games. And Shoot to Kill is gonna be trying to get a limo ride from the airport, or maybe from the hotel and out to the stage.
Maybe. Could be amazing. Let's hope that's going to be a good one. It's, again, 11 p.m., 2100 o'clock. We're going to take a break, guys. We'll see you guys again a little later. Stick around. See you soon.